All right, let's party. Let's go. I don't know why I said it like that. We'll go with that. Hello, everybody. Up, camera. I feel like I'm probably due for a PC reset. It's been a while since I restarted my computer. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to another fine stream of me painting little tiny dorks. So let me go ahead and do a quick YouTube test real quick. And be streaking. No, cease. No, actually, don't cease. Juniors are fine. Let me say hello, Fuber. Welcome. How you doing? Let me see hello for today. Hello, Steve. Congratulations on your first. Howdy. Hello, Black Roses. Hello, Yayuri. Welcome. Hello, Belner. Hold on, let me drink real quick. I saw that. Ah, that's good. I've been standing all day too, so I could use it. I could use the stretch. Hello, Ars. Hello, Moss. Hello, Jay. How you doing? Hello, Chieftain. Hello, Meister Miller. How you doing? The fuck yeah, 100 streak. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. And let me see if I'm missing anyone. Hello, Cersei. How you doing? Also, holy shit, those round two. Okay. Cersei has been taking pictures of Halbud like out and about, and I love all of them, but one of them in particular has this like serene energy to it. Oh, Magnolia's feet. How you doing? Look at the Halbud. Look at the Halbud frolicking on a tree. Oh, how I wish to be that level of comfy. Look at the piece of that. How you doing, Terry? How you doing? Oh, fuck yeah. Bossy airbrush. I've been using my airbrush a lot more, and it's been super good. Like, I can show you guys. It's, what's it called? Yeah, tranquil. I wish for that kind of tranquility. I haven't taken, like, a proper picture yet. But I've been working, I did a little bit of glow on ye old rats. Debating if I want to do another glow or not, if I just keep it kind of roughly at this one. I got options. I'm reasonably happy how they came out. Like, once I get them done and then a couple of other things. 40 of the big box models from the Skaven side's doing pretty good. Do be straight chillin'. I wish, oh how I wish to be straight chillin'. Also, how you do, Asmodeus? Welcome. Hopefully everyone has had a good weekend. I woke up, drove to the game store, played Relic Blade, drove back, played in a tabletop game, just like a D&D thing with some friends. And then I get here, so my Sunday has been entirely pre-prepared for me. I have had no time for just big chills. Be more warpstone. Oh yeah, they got like a decent amount of warpstone chunks in there. But it was a good day. I like days where I go to the shop and get to do stuff. It's been pretty fun. How you doing, Billy? Welcome. It's you, the Billy. Especially because I decide to celebrate today by doing the most painful thing to do. You feel so sleep. Oh, if you need to sleep, I totally get it. Do not worry. Hey, it was fun. I got it was a very tight game. We accidentally borked the amount of points that we should have in Relic Blade. So I was at a little bit of a disadvantage, but it wasn't too bad. Oh god, this side is a lot more. Let me clear some of these out. But I can clear that. I do need to finish the lad. Also, Wild Pitching, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? These are some minis I painted. I'm working on word bears today, and by word bears I mean trim. Dear God, today is trim day. Let's fucking go? Question mark? We'll symbol it like that. The emojis. I to be fair, sometimes I just have to look at them. I have to be like, all right, what are these? My dulcet tones. Listen to the relaxing sound of a nerd as he paints miniatures. Yippee! Let's go. But yeah, it's been. How's you doing, Grind? How you doing? Nice. I've been really good for single snapping. My snap game has never been better. But yeah, today I'm deciding that I really would like to get these lads done. I technically now have I've decided to revisit all my Horus Heresy stuff. I have a bunch of minis I want to do. But I did. How's how you doing, Matthew? How do yourself? I did find out that the shop that does a lot more historical games near me also has a pretty active Horus Heresy scene. So technically, if I get my models built, I think at the very least I could play a game there. So I think people were playing with like gray tide stuff, which is fine. But it's like that just means I need to actually finish building the models, and then I could just actually play. War Games Ray. Oh yeah, those are War Games Atlantic, some really good shit. I was debating getting that Forbidden Psalm book of theirs, but I have a feeling that there's going to be many Kickstarters in my future, so I was like, I'll probably hold off. Because the Trench Crusade one's coming out in October. I don't know when in October. I think it's later. I would very much like to try to get that whole set. I would love to get that whole set. I don't know if that's going to be feasible or not, but I would like to do it. A reason to not accept Asmongold? What do you mean another reason? Oh, Lyra, how you doing? Welcome. Nice to meet you too. I already don't care about. Also, Ultra Instincto Man. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Or Ultra Instinct Omen. There we go. Why did I pronounce that so wrong? How you doing? Sniper, I hardly. God damn it. Oh, how are you both of you nerds doing? But yeah, I don't play WoW, and from what I see, that like basically Asmongold is an acolyte and Nurgle. Like he's got like, dude is fucking rich, and he has just fucking like dirty dishes and roaches everywhere, and I have to assume he's getting good money. He's basically now like the face of like, I just do react streams for video game controversial content, which I guess I assume that paid better, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe that doesn't. But just hire a maid at that point, my dude. Just hire a maid, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the new plastic ones are pretty legit, but yeah, no. And nobody should ever build the Finecast rats. No one should build the Finecast rats. Hey, I should also say for everyone coming in new, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Though today I'm painting word bearers. How you doing, Troglodyte? How you doing? Oh yeah. The early days of Nintendo. I do remember reading about that a while ago. I think that was like pretty like, I don't know, like back in my high school. It's like, did you know, like that kind of like fun, goofy little trivia. Also, we're listening to the Legend of Mana OST. I can't listen to the Judera OST because A, I actually don't have it separately, and B, I recommend just getting the OST because god, Judera was great. For people who were like, I know Judera is a game that's borderline physically repulsive to some people, but I finished it last night and it was fantastic. I had a grand old time. It was super nice. But that game's done. That means next Saturday. I was originally going to do a mini painting stream on Saturday, but I saw that there's another one of those itch.io charity bags. So whenever they do one of those like tabletop RPG itch things, like itch.io, on one hand, they're for a good cause. On the other hand, those are filled with nothing but garbage. So that might just be a fun stream for me just to wade through the trash of that again. I did one ages ago for the, I think it was a Ukraine little thing. It was like another one of those like $10 get like a bajillion games. Most of those games are just fucking game jam games, and like game jams are fine. I think it's a cool idea to do those. I'm on board with people like experimenting and having fun and doing a fun little collaborative project. But a lot of those games should not be sold as features because a lot of them are free anyway. But also like a lot of them are purposely kind of basically made to be shitposts. Love English nowadays. Fucking gotcha, you fucking nerd. But it might be fun to do another one of those again. Oh god, I need to brighten my light, but I don't have the setup without having to like stand up and tweak tweak the knobs a bunch. So I have to go back in with a little bit of red to touch up the silver. That'll be fine. I know you're totally fine. Do not worry. Don't worry. No, you're doing that thing which is not bad, but when someone's like, "Sorry, my English isn't particularly good," and they speak perfectly great English, it's as somebody from America, the glorious land of cheeseburgers, is very fun. I'm sorry for speaking your language very well, but like, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. After fruit. Oh god, yo, that fucking fruit. I know she had some sort of like drama that has been staying around for like, I'm vaguely aware that there's something maybe with cheating and not delivering patches, I guess, from way back prior to her being fruit VTuber. I don't know. That's the kind of bullshit that I stay out of because it's like, not that I really don't find any drama to be particularly fun, but that kind of stuff in particular, I'm like, no, I'm good. Do not wish to interact with that. So there'll be no more talk of that. Speak English and bad lingo. Fuck yeah, let's go. But yeah, no, we're not gonna talk about that anymore. But where's I going with this? Judero, miniatures, Relic Blade, Nintendo. Yeah, no, it's definitely like once again kind of going the idea that's like it's like he just does react effectively like I guess grifting content where it's like you're trying to make somebody really really mad so they'll interact, which is a very funny thing. So I have a so I found out through like there was a bit a while ago, like this, I guess this kind of counts as drama but not really. There was somebody's like, yo, VTubers, when you're starting out, we have a PDF, a document for a bunch of cool tips and tricks. And it was basically, I think, done by like a no-name account that popped out of nowhere. So that was a little suspicious. And also it was like $20. And I think Girl DM was like, yo, actually, I used to do marketing. So if you want to actually look into some stuff with some legs, there are these kind of like social media courses. Which I started taking one of those. It's just for YouTube. Oh god, I'm getting I don't want it. I figure I'm gonna have to touch all this trim up because god, I hate trim. I thought I would escape trim and then I wandered directly into metallic trim. But yeah, it's just kind of funny because like legitimately more or less every social media account, if you react with something, like even to dunk on something you dislike, it reaches its engagement. It will actually increase its visibility. And also, Ghost Marauder, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Fuber, drop it, Fuber. Yeah. It's you get a hate view, you get hate view, stuff like that. But but the algorithm is like, ah, yes, they interacted with posts, so they must want to see more posts like that. That's why I don't fuck with drama. I instead follow cool YouTuber accounts. How are you doing, Silencer? So that's my thing that I'm iffy about. I actually really like the Galvorback. I really do. They're cool in the book. In what's it called? In the first Heretic, they're cool models. They are $100, and that's assuming they're in stock. And I believe at the moment they are not. Oh yeah, it's my little buddy Pino. Everyone loves Pino. Pino's a good boy. I have heard people converting to possessed Marines. It's also kind of a weird thing too. Like a lot of people don't care, but a lot of people also run Horus Heresy as like 40k historicals, and there's kind of a thing with historicals that like you want the accuracy, I guess. You want the authenticity, which is why people like really don't want like if you're testing out a game, I think people are reasonable enough. But like if you're like, hey, I'm just gonna show up with my Primaris Marines to Horus Heresy, they're gonna be like, no, they're you're not gonna have a good time, buddy. But like, I think those possessed Marines have the right armor mark. Well, that's the funny thing too. So 40k armor is serious business. The most serious of business. Because there's different marks of armor depending on the legion and at what point in the Horus Heresy you're going into. Oh, we're getting ad break. Getting ad break. You're fine, Fuber. Just when I say no more drama, you can just dial it back. Dial it back. Yeah, I'll just get this trim kind of rough. I'm gonna have to touch up a lot of this anyway. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. It's a little shit. See, we're back. So it depends. I know my local shop was just straight up. My what's it called? My local straight up were like, yo, technically I think they gave like a 20 or 25% of your army can be 3D printed. Horus Heresy's a little different though, because everybody openly acknowledges that like, hey, everything's expensive and Games Workshop keeps none of this in stock. So like, yeah, let's say I, for some reason, like I just got gifted like $1,000 and was like, how, here's $1,000. This is also not a request. I'm just giving a theoretical scenario. It's like, how, here's $1,000, buy all the ward bearers, like cool, unique dudes so you could run them. Like Ashen Circle, Galvorback, Lorgar. I actually don't know if $1,000 would actually get you the entire way. That's the funny thing. But that's not the point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to touch this. If you see silver where it shouldn't be silver, don't worry. I'm going to be repainting the red around that, so that'll be fine. That's all good, Lara. Have yourself a good night and take it easy. Take it easy, yo. Also, like, it's green. There we go. There's such variations in armor. Yeah, I mean, there's also, like, there is some kind of fun stuff. So, like, in the middle of the Horus Heresy, so there's basically, like, what's the marks? Let's see. Mark 1 was oh God. Mark 1 was Thunder Warrior armor. Space Marines never wore that. That was Thunder Warriors. Mark 2, I don't remember a whole lot about. I think it was stupid heavy. Mark 3 is sort of like the really heavy armor, like the heavy armor that people still use. Mark 4 is sort of like the pretty basic, like a good marine armor, all-rounder marine armor Marines wore during the Heresy. Mark 5 was probably, I liked conceptually, is the one I like a lot. God, I just got lost. I forgot there's other topics I was talking about. Mark 5 is the one I kind of like because it's back when during the Heresy is really kicked off and they just don't have the ability to make consistent armor. So just effectively have an unofficial mark of armor that's just welding shit together and hoping for the best. How you doing, Verathorn? The USR. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair too. I mean, there's always as usual different groups. There's different groups doing different things. How you doing, Vicky? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, anyway, I think the implication is in most places, Horus Heresy is okay to 3D print. My personal thing that I'm kind of thinking about is such skill in derailing your thoughts without trying. It's super easy. I mean, one of the things I really like about yapping is because like I've trained myself to yap when I paint. That's not consistent for like remembering like a conversation or whatnot. If people always wonder really what's it called, like if you could ever say, Hal, what were you talking about 10 minutes ago? I could not tell you. I could not tell you if you put a gun to my head. But that's fine, because for what I do, it works. It's definitely works for the type of streams I do. Yeah, I think I know my personal thing, and this is like not even something I think I'll be consistent with, but for a lot of Horus Heresy stuff, my thought process is, if I can theoretically buy it, I'll probably hold off. But for me, kit bashing is okay. I'm also totally down for using a 3D printer for bits. For instance, there we go. I'm definitely got to go back and a lot of this. So this shoulder pad is 3D printed. Yeah, kind of like a 4.5. Yeah, like it was never. I don't think Heresy armor or Mark 5 was ever officially like manufactured. You just kind of cobbled it, which is fun. Which is where you can just like sort of like make hodgepodge armor, or just take some armor and put some like real patches into it. How you doing, Skullwolf? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You call a monkey with 3 arms, month 3. I don't know. But yeah, I do 3D printing for bits, and so far that's been doing pretty good. I'm in the process of 3D printing some a proxy for Zadrak. What the fuck is his name? Oh, god damn it. I kind of thought something like that was coming up, Jay, but I chanced to ask anyway, and I was a fool. Alas. But what's it called? Happening here. But yeah. I'm 3D printing my own, also because I like his rules, and I think his character's neat and his models look nice. But he's one of those characters that basically exist in like a couple of books as like a one-off thing. I think it was really mostly made because God, this is Horus Heresy dumb lore hour, but here we go. During the Horus Heresy, Lorgar, sweet baby boy Lorgar, was like, you know what? I bet I could be the War Master, and Horus kicked his ass. Now Horus wouldn't kill him because A, the word bearers were a very, very populous legion that was actually doing a lot of good work, and B, it's his brother. They're on the same side at this point, technically. So he more or less got kicked off the Battle of Terra, and then his sort of like number 2, well, effectively there's Zadrak or whatever the fuck. How you doing? How you doing, Haste? How you doing? Or Brace? I don't know which. I know you as Brace for Haste, but I don't know which one you prefer. Zardoz, goddamn it, his name's Zardoz. What's that to do, Mr. Tukal? How you doing? I don't remember if I saw the lump. I'd have to double check. I'd have to double check the Discord. Yeah, least surprising lore, 100%. Brace, thank you. There we go. There we go. I figured, but I wanted to double check because I forgore quite a bit. Oh yeah, for me, I'm pretty chill for 3D printing Horus Heresy stuff for kit bashing and weapons. No, not like Zardoz. God, Zardoz is a movie that is going to eventually happen for movie night, and I'm just really waiting for like a good time, like a good mood for it, because Zardoz is a treat. I've never seen a movie quite like Zardoz, and I don't think they will ever be real, because it was the passion project of a director that made a bajillion dollar. I forget what he made previously. He made some like real big movies. He made some real fucking big movies. And then he was like, all right, I did the big movies I wanted. Now you're going to let me make this weird ass movie. And they're like, well, shit. Okay. You already made us a bunch of money. Fine. And he made Zardoz. And in that movie, Sean Connery is in a bright red or orange. I think it's orange. An orange bikini with a ponytail and 2 guns. It's very fun. It's a wild ass fucking movie. But yeah, like I earlier I 3D printed some like plasma pistols. I'm going to eventually need to print some chain swords because I need to want to run some despoilers. So I'm kind of working on that. I got a couple of things 3D printing right now actually, and I got some more resin, so that'd be fun. That'll be fun, especially because oh, he was making more Bond movies. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I think back then Bond movies were just printing a fuckload of money. Well, the funny thing is, it really hides nothing. Like, he also has... hold on. Let me get this little bit of trim and I'll show you. I feel like it's my duty every now and then to show people what Sean Connery looks like at Zardoz. Because when I say Sean Connery's wearing a bikini with a ponytail, guns, and fucking, like, go-go boots, you're gonna assume I'm lying. I don't know that last Skeletons. I don't know that movie, actually. How you doing, Shadow? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah. The guy's done work. The guy's done fucking work. Let's fucking go. Let's see. Let me see. Zardoz. There we go. Like, yeah, this is perfect. It's great because every picture I want to look for, it has the exact one I'm looking for. There's a lot of pictures of him dressed like this in the movie, but like this one is the perfect encapsulation of it. Like, it's just the perfect pose. Seeing really do be believing for that. How you doing, Shadow? Welcome. I'm going to show you guys the best picture ever. Behold. I downloaded a very low-res one on accident, but I don't think you're missing much. Once again, he's got a gun. He's got fucking go-go boots, a ponytail. I forgot the pornography mustache. Yeah, it's from Zardoz. It's from a movie. This is not like a fucking Vogue shoot. This is actually like a real film. Sean Connery was paid money to have a pistol and shoot people in it. So yeah, maybe this week is the week. Maybe this week is the week we can watch Zardoz. I think the reason I've been iffy on Zardoz is there's a lot of weird sex stuff in it. And I guess at this point I've showed you guys enough movie night movies. Where I feel everybody is sufficiently numb, so this should be fine. Maybe we'll do that. That's how you do. How you doing, Neons? I'm showing everybody Zardoz. Yeah, I guess I did show everyone Big Money Hustlers, so like I might as well. Stalker much. Yeah, Death Stalker 1 was just pornography. It was just pornography, which is weird because like, not that I remember the movie being great, but I was like, I thought there was more to it than that. And I was like, no, it's arguably there's less to Deathstalker than there's a lot of the movies we watch on movie night. Gauntlet Terminator. I don't know if making the Knuckles silver was a good idea for the Power Gauntlet. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I need to really figure out which bit is actually part of that. Again, I'm gonna have to basically touch up everything with trim, so this will be fine. Am I outside? Am I getting some static? Really? Is it actually that bad? Ah. Oh, let me see something real quick. Hold on. I think I know what might be up. Oh, okay. I had to turn the gain up for what's it called? On Lazy Susan's stream on Saturday, her setup made me really quiet, so I turned my gain up. Maybe I turned it down a little bit. It should be fine now. Yeah, the ICP movie wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot going on with it. It was effectively, it's kind of exactly the movie you would imagine in your brain if someone was like, "Yo, there's an Insane Clown Posse movie." You'd be like, "What's in it?" It's the idea. It's a movie made by two people who basically got super high on weed. And decide just to make make a movie based off dumb shit they like. It's like to a certain degree, the purity of purpose of it is very interesting because it's very much like, what is it? They got high and they made a movie. Did anyone expect different? Probably not, if I'm going to be honest. Also, how you doing, Nobody in Crichton? How you doing? The gun is good. The penis is. Oh god, yeah. The famous Zardoz quote, because it's like they hit you with the Zardoz like the gun is good, the penis is bad, almost instantly into the movie. Like you don't even have time to adjust. And arguably that's the saner part. It gets more fucking whacked. The mans, I do be painting the spacemans, the spaceman reens. Jonathan Space Marine. The random aesthetic. I mean, you could probably. I feel like you could do a Necromunda game based off of Zardoz pretty easily. I feel like that wouldn't be too bad. That wouldn't be too wild. Yeah, maybe okay. So we're probably not going to watch the third Bionicle movie. The first two were fine, and to consider that this one's a prequel that doesn't actually further the plot, my interest is kind of dulled. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, no, that's fine. You're all good. You're all good. I would rather a false alarm than nobody saying anything. Weirdly enough, because that still implies that like if something does go wrong, you guys will tell me. Which, oh god, oh that's too thick. Oh, that's too thick. Tap that off. I know there's that thing where if you can hit it from the side with the side of your brush, but it goes on this. It's kind of insane. By insane, I mean not actually that bad. I just need to quit being a bitch. How you doing, Spork? How you doing? Shock Fantasy moving to Rogue Trader. Oh, I believe that. That you could use a lot of like pulp schlock to make really good Rogue Trader campaigns. Oh, thank you for the hydrate stretch. Hold on. Ah, there we go. There we go. How you doing, Samit Pinata? How you doing? I'm working on my Terminator. Get the top. Oh shit, this guy's got trim at the top too. I was like, I feel. Oh, in the head. Okay, I'm missing trim in a couple of spots. I'm painting trim, so this is agony for me. I'm going to need to go back and do a lot of touch up later, because the trim is incredibly thin, but it'll look very good once it's done. So I'm okay with it. This is also kind of teaching me to paint a little bit more with the side of the brush, which is a skill I definitely need to practice a lot more. I need to do that a lot more. Let's go to bed. Hey, no, it's all good. It's all good. Do not worry if you gotta go to bed early. I totally. Actually, now that I'm like remembering to do that on the regs, it does giving me a little bit more. Later, I'll find out that I fucked everything up. So, Panic Cavalry presents the squats. Oh, that'd be great. I feel like at this point it'd be very interesting to see like a collective works of all the like stuff that's been kind of like retconned and removed out of 40k. Oh, and I have to get the head too. Oh yeah, no, 40k like the pulp schlock that is like 40k is that. It's a lot of, and then the big space bugs landed on the space planet, and then the space orcs came down and they crumped everyone, and then oh no, Abaddon's here. Oh yeah, the Zardoz rock does kind of feel like it could be in a fucking He-Man movie. Absolutely, I would believe that. The proper way in your film. I have not. No, I have not. What is it about? Right. Yeah. This is arguably this is not that bad. And like I said, I'm at this point where I'm painting it with the idea that probably every time I fuck up, or like if I just overshot, or just like just like. I could probably go back and hit this up with another layer red and be fine. So I'm not really that worried about the end result. It's just that, like, the usual, like, oh, I fuck up. Accidentally went a little too far over from where I should be. But yeah, that'll be what ifs. This guy's got like a little scratch on there from when I did not properly file this guy ages ago. The Imperium. I mean, they basically are. I wonder. I have to wonder if for the higher-ups that's lost on them. I have to imagine that, like, the internal people at Games Workshop make fucking G-dubs as the Imperium jokes all the time. I cannot imagine why they wouldn't. Like, oh, something like a bureaucracy that's kind of, like, overly complex and self-defeating at times, and very cumbersome, and it's ran just the way things have always been ran. That can't be lost on them. And does Club really entail? Nothing, if I'm going to be honest. It's for fun. Okay, it's a... Okay. There we go. I got that pulled up for later. Please. But yeah, no, it's a goofy, fun little thing. Like, I don't know what else I would really add for it, for like, to give it like a quote-unquote like real value. That's mostly just there for shits and giggles. Like, do you like my snake? Would you like to spend points that don't matter? Thousands of people like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's really it. Like, at the end of the day, like, I was looking at some like Octarius War stuff today, and it was just like, oh yeah, a bunch of like what's it called, like refugees from a planet like wrecked by fucking Tyranids came to a Forge World, and the Forge World was like, yo, just stay in space, we're busy right now. And those people eventually starved to death in their ships because it was just taking them a while to process them. And by process them, a lot of them were just turned into servitors, which is like not ideal. Like, imagine escaping like, oh no, the Tyranids destroyed my home and my planet. Oh, thank goodness the Mechanicus, the loyal servants of the Imperium, will save us. And then you're like, well, time for your lobotomy. Beep boop, get in the lobotomy chair. I want to see my snake. It'll cost you. It will. It'll cost you fake points to see my snake. Some people, you have to pay good money to see the snake. Yeah, which, cause like a part of it is supposed, like, it's always weird that kind of like there's like the discourse of like 40k is satire. Like, I'm kind of big on the it's fun satire where it's like don't fucking weaponize it for internet arguments. But yeah, no, that kind of thing is very much in the like everything is super duper corrupt and. A tiny little bump here. Like borderline painting the entire thing silver. I probably should have just painted it silver and then painted the gray in the middle. We're far beyond that point. It's far too late. For virtual points. Exactly. That's I'm a pioneer of showing my snake to strangers. I was just busy right now. Yeah, like, because like basically the Admech, they're very fun, but yeah, no, they give zero fucks about human life, like, at all. They could not give the slightest fuck, which is also funny because like the Iron Hands, since they're like basically similar mindset, kinda. There's differences, of course, but you know you're gonna run into the same issue. Aren't you doing one of those? I mean, that's what me painting is. It's just a lobotomy chair for everyone. No, we're talking about sometimes when the Mechanicus takes on, oh god, when the Mechanicus takes on people, it will just turn them into servitors. Like, oh yeah, all these refugees are coming. We're just gonna servitorize them. It'll be easier that way. If I do, okay. I will be painting red in a bit tonight, I imagine. Just get as much as I can now and just suffer. It'll be cool. Shut up and take my points. Just pull play. Yeah, it's one of the things. I think that Black Templars are neat as an army, but yeah, no, the amount of sometimes the people that rep Black Templars online, you're like, oh god, oh no, this could be bad. Like when some people call them the CEOs of racism, you aren't supposed to be like, yes, that's why I too will be one. You're like, no. It's a game. It's a game. Golden God's the only way. Yeah, exactly. That's how you doing, Vesher. Yeah, how you doing? I'm doing Cataphractii Terminators. I'm trying to get the trim, which is going to be all over the place, but I'm going to touch it up with some more red later. So this will be a temporary pain to my brain. And then once it's all done and then washed out, it'll look great. So I don't feel too bad. How you doing? New picture? Picture what? Eh? Picture where? Occasionally forgot that the Imperium is sport. Well, it's there's kind of a loop, yeah. Except the Tyranid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I commissioned that a while ago, like earlier in the week it came in. I can show you a bigger picture. Oh god. Way too thick. Much as I like the Vallejo metal colors for oh god. As much as I like the Vallejo metal colors for things, it's where it's like I like how it like flows like water, but it also means it flows like water in areas where you don't want it to do. A little tricky. White scars are very cool. But yeah, this is there was a artist that does they basically do a commission where they just do Zodiac themed ones. So I was like, make me like I'm a Leo, make me a Leo. and he made me some sort of like solar god looking motherfucker. I look like a high-end Final Fantasy summon that you summon me and I cast a spell that does like holy damage. It's great. I fucking love it. Oh, really, really good. You got some line aspects, you got some sun aspects. That's a good combo. They also do have like, I don't have it up right now, but they have a description where they show like why they chose everything. It's very well thought out. It's very well thought out. Oh yeah, I'm the guy like when you kill the evil pope in the game, that's when I show up and I'm like, I must continue the evil pope's work. Like, why you're glowing and holy? Like, yeah, no, but the pope was evil. I'm sorry, it must be done. Hey, how you doing, Pebble? Welcome, welcome, welcome. But it flows like water. Yeah, honestly, it's both positive and negative. Like I said though, I'm probably gonna once I go back through to trim and touch stuff up, it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I also think when it comes to like the satire elements, it's both satire, but also a bunch of British nerds stuff they think is cool. So like ripping off like a lot of British sci-fi comics, a lot of just sci-fi in general. So like you get that kind of mix because that's just what a bunch of British nerds thought would be fun to do. Which to be fair, they were right. Those British dorks, their strange rip-off dream, because goddamn 40K is a rip-off franchise. 40K has, not that they haven't invented a few things, but they have, by God, they have ripped off so many things over the years. The most. All of the above, yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, now it's very worst possible timeline. 100%. 100%. My god, in the anime turn-based combat. I do like me some turn-based combat. Yeah. Yeah, death to the author. Yeah. I'm very much that at the end of the day, this is just goofy little plastic toy soldiers, stuff like that. Not that like they can't write, like the books are interesting still and the setting's cool and there's some neat stuff in there, but yeah, no. Like there's like if you want to know why the idea, like a lot of stuff that you're like, this doesn't make logical sense, really makes sense when you look at it through the lens of a war game. So it's like, hey, why is the Imperium so bad with records and orders and conflicting stuff? Because they really want it so that if your friend has Space Wolves and you have the Ultramarines, that you have a semi-okay reason for fighting each other. That's really about it. A lot of the stuff facilitates that. Why is Chaos so organized? Because it makes more sense for mini-manufacturing. Like, I would love it if every 40k demon was its own weird bespoke thing, but that's not going to happen. You got to do that on your own. I mean, oh yeah, no, that was fun. They didn't even get that many too. Like that was like a full-on like 40-minute podcast, and you could do so much more. How you doing, Heather? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you got like the God Emperor, you got the whole like Tech Heresy thing. Navigators are straight up ripped off from there. There's a lot of Dune's blood, which to be fair, Dune is like one of those like kind of the sci-fi classics of all time. Like, I don't know if anyone's tried to be like, Dune wasn't that big of a deal, but it really cannot be stated how big of a deal, at least in like the Western world, how big of a deal Dune was. Oh yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable take. You take your influences from everywhere and then you kind of mush them. It's the remixing of what you like is sort of like the end result of what true art is. Before Orc Night chose violence. Hey, fuck yeah. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with orcs, so you played them well. I take it. Yeah, no, but Dune did so much. Double crit damage roll and they won it. Huh. That's... I never understood that. Like, a lot of characters that D&D groups think are overpowered are not. It's really funny. Like, anytime a fighter character does big damage, they're like broken, OP. Meanwhile, maybe it's because I cut my teeth in D&D 3rd edition, where if you learn how to do a wizard, not only are you the most powerful party member, people and then the rest of your party will thank you for it. It's very neat. It's like, I think the idea, like the misnomer, at least for older editions, maybe newer editions a little different, but the idea of it's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to do save or dies all the time. No. What you do? Buffs. You do buffs. You basically do enough shit for your party that they can't function without you. That like if you go down, the party's dead. So you just become the most important because like, hey, if the fighter wants to hit anything with his axe, he's got to fly. Who supplies the fly? You do. And it's not like you're doing that thing like, I'm going to charge you per flight. No, you're on the same team. It's just them realizing that you are the linchpin, which is really the big deal. Oh yeah, Dune lasguns. I think also a lot of it too is not even that Dune lasguns are really powerful. They are. It's just the whole like the Dune shields. I'm kind of I mean, I think there's similar shields in 40k, but like the Dune shields that explode. And like this is also, there's like another fun thing too. Like, hey, like Dune is a pretty well researched. It has a lot of like neat ideas. It's based on a lot of real world examples of culture and stuff like that. The author also invented shields that explode so we could have 6 sword fights in a sci-fi book, which is like, fuck yeah, let's go. How you doing this, Mayor? Well, I could do a better snap. Hold on. Noise. There we go. Yeah, for in my experience, mind you, I have only read somewhere in the ballpark of 2.5 40k books at this point. Well, counting Horus Heresy as 40k. You know, shut up. Mostly void shields exist so that someone can send space marines down on a planet and blow up the void shields. It happens. I know there's void shields on ships too. There's a lot of missions that are like, get the marines in there, blow up the shields. All right, now the ships can do it. Yippee, let's go. Full tragedy. See, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of save or die because, like, to a certain degree, there's a little bit of mitigation you can do for it. But the feeling of, like, just you've done everything right. And it's like, well, you're fucking dead. Eat shit. How you doing, Horror Loving? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, on Titans too. Yeah, similar idea. Like when the Night Lords just stacked a bunch of bombs on the foot of a Titan, they could get in under the shields. Yeah, they are enrichment toys for Space Marines as very accurate in a way that I find very funny. Oh, that's super accurate. How you doing, Mittens? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, you do reach a point. So I understand that, like, there's some... Also, Fashery, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? I find whenever there's a PC that has a stupid, elaborate backstory, you can usually just talk that out. You talk that out because, A, it's either somebody who's... I actually think over-elaborate backstories are a symptom of people's primary way of getting into fantasy being video games. And I'm not going to say that's a good or a bad thing. This is just a neutral observation. A lot of people get into fantasy ways through video games. And those kind of backstories make sense for pre-written characters in the same way yeah, I'm edgy and I hide in the corner of the room. I scowl at everyone. And I give everyone the stink eye and I'm mean to everyone. Like, that guy would never go on an adventure with anyone. The only reason he does is because there's a little invisible flag on top of every PC that says you're the PC, so you gotta go along. Hey, no, Legerman. Oh, fuck yeah. How many prints did it take? Was this literally just like one print job, or you've been like working on that Thunderhawk for a bit? I'm aware of what Thunderhawks are as like the big transport ships, but I actually don't know how big one is, like on the tabletop. Never actually seen one in person because I don't think they're super good. Oh, so how you doing, Sora? Welcome. You should paint. There we go. Yeah. Special guy. Yeah, no, I'm okay with a little bit of the mega special guy, but I really dislike the, oh yeah, I just took a character from a popular thing and I just made it. It's my guy, Neko Yasha. He's got a big sword, and then, oh no, whenever you go pss, 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 he falls to his knees. Whoa. My beautiful OC do not steal. Oh, you're doing epic. That makes a lot more sense. Not that I think you couldn't print a Thunderhawk on a regular printer. Mine would require several prints. God, my printer is getting janker. I was looking to do a video of some prints I'm doing, but I also keep printing a few parts that's like way too big because I'm trying to do some kit bashes and I'm trying to shrink some models. And I was like, this is going to look weird because if you look at my printer, there's just dead spots on the left and right. So my print bed, like whenever I do my setup, it looks insane. How you doing, Putty? We're just talking about 3D printers. Not too weird. Inu, yeah, sure was. Lehman Russ. Oh, those are huge. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense size-wise then. Yeah, I mean, I figured you have to separate, but like mine is so big. My printer's actually so small. There are prints that are just too big for it now, for like terrain and a couple of other little bits, and it makes me sad. I'm still continuously on the fence of getting a new 3D printer. because I got a 80 bitty tiny little Anycubic mono from several years ago. I kind of want to get a Proxon. I want to get a Proxon, but I'm still... So a Proxon is just like a hot wire cutter for foam, but it's got like a little measuring table so you can get exact size cuts. It's banging for terrain, for like cutting out bricks, especially. And I keep thinking like, ooh, I want to get better at terrain, and I want more terrain so that the games we play at the shop are more interesting. Because like, fighting a well-painted army is legit. I did put it on throne, but I just put it there so I didn't forget it. It's actually, it's the Proxon on throne. No, let me... I might not have. I never remember what's on my throne. I just put goofy shit. I put the printer on there. Yeah, no, I didn't put the Proxon. Looking again, know what? Yeah, I mean, luckily, Vera, like the fact that, like, what's it called? Oh God, like 2 months from now is good. I don't know how big your need is, but ooh, Black Friday deals will be banging. Warhammer Wednesday this week. Hey, yo, fuck yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, this one was a throne gift. Yes, it was. Okay, I wonder if I can actually go back. Throne is really bad at showing me who got stuff in the past. Should still have records of who did this. Oh no! I put the metallic paint in the non-metallic dish. Go. Is there a history that I can view? No, why is it so bad? Oh, I forgot Echo bought me 100... No, I bought Echo 100 teeth. I was just looking through... I actually found gifts I've given to other people, and it was just like 100 teeth. Because I'm that kind of friend. That kind of friend. I would have to go back and dig who gifted that, but I'm still very thankful for it. It's been very nice. It was legitimately, the 3D printer was a big... was a big life upgrade. No shit. Very good. In front of metallic. It'll be fine. I just need to clean out those anyway. An Elegoo Saturn. Oh god, yeah. No, some of the I think I would do a Saturn. It's like Saturn or Mars. I think Saturn is the bigger one. I think the Saturn's the one I want because I think I'm just gonna make this. I'm gonna say fuck it and make this entire little thingy silver, and I'll probably just go back in there and paint it later. This will be fine. How you doing, Tronic? Welcome. How you doing? Warp Stone Green. Hey, yo, fuck you. I'm glad you found a color you like. I've been painting my rats as well, which has been going pretty good. I'll probably do for some rat painting next week. The problem is I'm getting down to like a couple of rats and not like a huge amount. But yeah, oh yeah, getting a 3D printer is good, or just finding someone who can get you it, like who has a 3D printer that you can bug is very handy. Very handy. Once again, I'm gonna have to touch up the fuck out of this. So that's just how it's gonna be. That is just how this is gonna be. You reverse Tooth Fairy and then put the I hired a strange man off of Craigslist to put the teeth there. Start an epic campaign. Oh, I'm super jelly. Yeah, I don't think I need a Jupiter, but I think a Saturn would be pretty solid for reasons you have mentioned. It's fine, I say. Fine, I say as I. That's not too bad. Like a horse head, but it's 100 human teeth. Oh, that'd be rad. Or like one of those like tooth golems that like I've showed. I love those tooth golems. It makes people. Once again, my brain is broken when I see a hideous thing made of teeth. I'm like, friend, lad, cool guy. Change the teeth in my mouth in another world. See, I wouldn't want them in my mouth though. Like a bunch of teeth just rolling. I also still gotta fit. I gotta finish that Turnip 28 project with the real teeth. That stalled out because I moved it off screen. But not off screen. I effectively have the object permanence of a small baby when it comes to projects. If it's not my immediate vision, I tend to forget about it, which just means I need to drag those off of my shelf onto my desk. But I'll be working on. I figure. I mentioned it last week. Turnip 28 Miku. Turnip 28 Miku Real, and I think I'm going to be painting that primarily on Wednesday. And then once I finish Miku, I'm just going to hit up everything else on my desk. My birthday. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. The Great Kling one continues to remain forgotten. It is still there. I pick it up every now and then, like, soon. There will become the day when I attempt to sculpt you again. And that day is yet to come. If I do that, though, I could run that as a demon solver and then And no, not Age of Sigmar. Horus Heresy. I've also found the idea that you can run militia in what's it called, or Solar Oxala in a Horus Heresy Space Marine list. And I was thinking about just printing out a bunch of turnip dudes. I was like, that'd be fun. I just get like a bunch of turnip 28 dudes that I just run alongside my word bearers. Give them. I have a feudal guard kit that I picked up maybe like a while back that straight up has like, you know, like medieval armor with like a couple little metal tubes. You get some las guns that look kind of jank. How you doing, Basil? Welcome. I don't want to model the dog, no. I actually was thinking about something that I wanted to try. I was looking for STLs for a while of a bathtub. I kind of want to put him in a bathtub because then that will kind of help me fix the issue with like, his feet are so goddamn lumpy. His feet are super duper lumpy and it's been really, really hard to try to fix them. But if I just make his feet in a bathtub, that adds to the cling and I think will kind of help me out with that. How goes the painting? It's been going. I'm doing nothing but trim. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of touch-up because I'm overspilling like a crazy bastard. Because all the trim is incredibly thin. So I've currently been painting trim for about an hour now. Not quite. Pain and agony even. But she'll be fine. They'll be worth. The Granite Kling one is a really good model. The funny thing is I actually wouldn't mind a second one because they're weirdly enough... There have been several lists in various 40k and like Age of Sigmar games where just running 3 Great Uncling ones is viable. It's like you just run like the chunky boy squad and it actually plays relatively well. It's like, oh, that'd be fun. That would be fun. But yeah, I was thinking about painting up some like... I don't have any grogs for Turnip 28. And you need 18 grogs. I was like, I could just make a bunch of sci-fi turnip dudes that I could run in Horus Heresy and that. That would be fun to do. The Forge World. They did a while back, yeah. The Forge World Great Uncling one is objectively the best, but it has been taken down for multiple years at this point. It's been a long ass time since it's been on the market. My Titan just run as my army. The funny thing is I think you can only do that with a Warhound, a Titan, and even then I think it's like 2k points. It would be fun once again just to go to a Titan walk. I want to go to a Titan walk one of these days. Oh, I forgot that shoulder pad. Where people who own Titans decide just to get together like it's basically almost like a bunch of dads getting together to like watch their kids play football, but instead it's just their children are $2,000+ little resin statues, more or less. It's kind of funny how that works out. Better maul than blood. Oh, I agree with that. I think that the Great Uncling one pretty much nailed what they were going for almost immediately. Mind you, the Great Uncling one's design has basically been unchanged for ages. Good. They got it in one. Did have a Glockkin in my shop though. I decided not to get the Glockkin because I was like, I got too many projects to do. And then I turned around and would check back on the shelf later and it was sold out. So I was like, well, this is fine. There's 1,000 of one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Apparently, I found out that apparently the historical shop where I'm at does that. They play Armageddon Days. And they basically were like, yeah, you don't have to have a full, like, 5,000 or whatever point army for that. All you need to do is just show up, and people will just sort you into groups based on your allegiance. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm going to try to catch that when it's happening, because I think that would be fantastic. I could just run my full detachment of Chaos Knights, which would be great. Yeah. Great and Uncling, indeed. Yeah, it's pretty cheap, yeah. So yeah, you could run a bunch of them. It's like a bunch of other little fucking like plague bearers and whatnot. It's a bunch of little plague bearers just gum up the works while the big boys extra gum up the works. It's just gum all the way down. It's just gum forever. It's later. I gotta say, even with the bit of scuff from the trim, look how much he fucks with. Like even with bad trim, look how much he fucks. Super duper nice. Okay, how many more trim boys do I gotta do? 2 more. Let's go. Oh, let's go. It's pain. It's pain time. It's agony time. Oh shit! I also forgot the helmet on one. So we're not even there yet. They get thumped. Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes. I think Guard are one of those armies that generally seem to be pretty good. Like whenever I see like Goonhammer articles, it seems like Guard usually does pretty well. I think this edition, it's like Grey Knights, Thousand Suns, Sisters of Battle. Those are the ones that seem to do pretty consistently. Clan Scar, Vermin Lord. But to be fair though, like I don't think Scryer is much of a like. It kind of makes sense to me that they're not super big on Vermin Lordy stuff because they're usually more tech based. And you could just run Thanquol and Bone Ripper if you just want a rat with a shitload of machine. Huge. That's fucking huge. The trim. Hey, there we go. Nice. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. Can Hal spend an entire stream painting exactly one color and entertain a crowd? We'll find out because I'm getting there. No, I will be using a second color, I believe, because I don't think these two are gonna take me the additional hour and a half I got left. But it's not that far off, if I'm going to be real. I'll get a little bit off the side. Farm attached to a warp can. I mean, the thing is, you can still do that. Like, I think that's one of those things, too. There is, like, we've been trained to think that if Games Workshop doesn't make a model, that we have to wait for them to. You can do that. Like, it doesn't matter if the rules that you just use an existing rule profile. Like, it'll be fine. I'm sure one of the other Vermin Lords is very functionally identical to what you want to do anyway. So I don't think it'll be too bad. At work, I listen. That's fair. Like I say, I just imagine some people just like are working on a thing. They're doing their thing. They look up. They see little elf man. He bobbing. They see a mini that's got more paint on it than there was previously, and they're like, "Oh, cool. All's right with the world. All is good. All is just. Word bearers are being painted. Huzzah!" Hey, Ratman, like the guy from Twitch. Oh, for 40k? Just, yeah, you could, at the very least, you could be like, just get some Mechanicus and attach some rat heads on there, like a lot of people do. You could do that. You could totally do that. Sounds awful on paper. In practice, it's actually kind of viable. The funny thing is, like, I don't know how I'd describe an army that would be that bad. I know some people will occasionally, because there's the idea of skew lists where, like, you basically find a weakness in like a current well, you basically lean heavily into one thing, which makes your army very lopsided. But there are times where like a stupid skew list, like there's some people that are running like 3 or 4 stompas, and that's bad on paper because, like, you know, they have a lot of, like, there's not a lot of model there. If it dies, you lose a lot of your army. They're not that great. But sometimes, like, if there is like a metagame hole where that little skew list takes it like can find a niche, it'll do very, very well. God. Awful. I touch it. Be good. You could do that, or there are actually a decent amount of Imperial Guard kitbash and stuff like that. Oh, you can actually do some Nurgle stuff. So, like, specifically... Okay, I don't know about this, actually. I was about to say you could look for some Clan Pestilence bits. A lot of Clan Pestilence models are old as shit, so they will be kind of ugly. However, if you get a box of Plague Monks for, like... I don't know how much Plague Monks are going for these days, but they... Despite the fact that I personally despise the kit, you get a lot of infected heads. You get a lot of infected heads in that box, and little rat bits and scrolls. You could easily make a whole fucking, like, Death Guard list with that. That actually would not be too hard to do. Good painting myself. Oh, fuck yeah, that's all good. Have yourself, if you do fall asleep, have yourself a good sleep. I will not scream, so you'll be consistent volume. I think that's probably a nice thing too, is like do that. Or it's like I can be loud during video game streams, I guess. Or like if like a joke makes me laugh really loud, I feel like I keep a very even keel, I guess. Yeah, just get deep, deep into the base. You got a bunch of dudes, and they just can't fire back. Stomp of them. Like, I'm sure sometimes lists like that work. Get the belts on the other lads. Okay. Oh, this guy's. Oh no, I do need to get this guy's belt. Skavis. You could also do that too. You could do Skav. You could. Let's see. Chaos Space Marines would let you do that, and then you could just run Skaven as like cultist. Actually, Cultist Band is like reasonably viable, from what I understand. Like, a lot of lists use like big bands of cultists, so you'll probably be fine, actually. She wanted to run Skaven Cultists for Chaos Space Marines. That could totally work. I think that'd be reasonably good. The other option too, Crichton. One-page rules. One-page rules, the fantasy supplement uses the exact same system as the 40k supplement. So like if you would just want to use existing stuff and then she could use the fantasy rules. You two could play like that. It wouldn't be 40k proper. I don't know how much like brand recognition is the important part of the experience, but that could work. Or just painting things too. That would be fun. Yeah. I guess the other option, I do know of like Motrian? Oh, actually, no. If she just wants to paint, Mantic. Mantic has a whole line of totally not Space Skaven. They're very, very good, actually. And because they're Mantic, they're like not that expensive. I think they're metal, though. So your mileage may vary there. That would probably be the best bet. If you want Space Skaven. And those also have rules in one-page rules as well. Like not even Skaven rules. I think they like have Space Skaven rules based on those models. So that's another option. That's another option. Would allow painting Space Skaven at a reasonable entry. Right. Oh yeah, I mean, Skaven fit in 40k. It's just that they basically like we will not probably ever make them a faction because other factions do their niches, and we don't need to have that much of a one-to-one. Right, elite epic troop. Oh, that's fair. Ah, I thought for modern 40k got rid of all that. Like, I don't think there's actually like a HQ thing anymore. That's more kind of like 8th edition, maybe. I know Horus Heresy still very much has like fast attack and elite and HQ slots and whatnot. I know that's still very much a thing there, but yeah, no, I think regular 40k you can basically just do whatever the fuck you want, but still understand. Yeah, legitimately, that's basically like you got humans for like swarm tactics, Clan Verminous Skaven. You got Tech Priest for Clan Scryer. Like Nurgle stuff, you can do that for Pestilence. Eshin, I don't know what you would really do, but like Eshin's always kind of weird that like I know they have armies, but it feels odd. I like Eshin better when they're more like specialist games and stuff like that. Ah, gotcha. Oh, you do. Yeah, cheese. I love the cheese still. I haven't actually got any of those yet. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess you could totally do that. You could run Imperial Guard Skaven, and then you just do a assassin. Oh, see, that's a weird thing. Is that I think weirdly enough, you're not that far off. I know there was a plot line in like the very, very end of you could also just I think Gene Seals in general fit Skaven very well, but what's it called? They actually basically have Skaven's entire niche of like hiding below the surface of a population and springing out and dooming everyone. But it's like I think there was like a bit where the Emperor was really close to turning into the 5th Chaos God. I think. I got this information handed down like 2 or 3 times, so I'm probably getting some of the details a little fucked up. But I think he was basically going to turn into the equivalent of like a Great Horn Rat Malal, which is just like blow everything up. The Chaos God of fuck you. It's all gone to shit. Existence was a mistake. No more. It's Votann bodies. The funny thing is, I actually want to do. I was originally going to try doing Votann Gene Sealer cults because I thought that'd be fun. But I got a bunch of Chaos Dwarf heads that I want to put on my Votann, but I printed off the heads, and then I was just like, I'm putting this project on the back burner for right now, so we'll see when that happens. How you doing, Elrune? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like battle line troops are particularly good in the new 40k because they have a better like ability to contest points, and that's really about it for the most part. How you doing, Alred? How you doing? So you playing Minecraft? Let's go. Yeah, it's weird. It's just like kind of like it is like a weird thing about like 40k knowledge, straight up where it's like a lot of it is like basically word of mouth apocryphal storytelling, which is very fun. I enjoyed that. That was kind of my idea, Fuber. A Votann unit, like the CPU brain that effectively controls the Votann. One of them just went fucking haywire. because a bunch of chaos cultists thought it'd be funny to kill a bunch of Votann and try to like upload their brain with chaos runes before they got fed back in. Because Votann have a weird afterlife where technically, I don't know what happens to their souls, but when they die, they get their brains uploaded to their Votann, which is like the great computers that each little clan is run by. But the funny thing is they've been dying for so long that the PCs are just getting filled up with just like stupid, useless. It's like sometimes when you upload a Votann, there's useful information that benefits everyone. Like, don't go over to this planet, or like, here's a cool way to build some tech that you didn't know about. It's like, oh, that's cool. We could reuse this for generations. A lot of times it's just like, this was John Miner. He mined real good. And then also he would just stare at walls and jerk it every now and then. Just jerking it to walls specifically. That guy gets uploaded, and then like millions of that guy over millions of years. How you doing, Chuggas? I got a bunch of very nice nerds that are keeping me well hydrated. Very well hydrated, very well stretchated. Been going pretty good. Hey, how you doing? I'm working on trim, and it's pain, agony even. And to get a brain info of like, yeah, no, God, there's a lot of like being on the internet long enough that I have seen material aimed at people that like self-identify as gooners, and it's not even porn. It's so weird. Like, it's like this is where my brain cannot process what they jerk off to. Yeah, no, they basically do. Yeah, they upload themselves more like the intranet, effectively, because they do it locally. Thank you. Yeah, it's like Gooner specific aimed porn is weird because it's mostly just edits of existing porn with like, yeah, you like being a pervert, don't you? I mean, I think they like to imagine that it's like a sexy lady saying that, and I'm like, hey, you're jerking off to that. What the fuck? What the fuck, you sick bastard? Like, I don't think they're imagining it quite like that. I'm sure somebody out there, that's the voice they want to hear for their thing. But, the Grey Knights don't have a Primarch. Their gene seed is based off of the Emperor, and technically they were put together by a group of various other Marines. And I forget, it was Malkador, I think, got like 8 Space Marines and 4 humans. I might be getting the ratios of that wrong, but the basic idea is that the humans would go on to form the Inquisition, and the Marines would include would become the Grey Knights. One of them was a loyalist death guard. Yeah, exactly. I want to read his book because I've heard it's really, really good. But he was the one that basically found out the Horus was a traitor and flew back to the Imperium, went up to Dorn and was like, Dorn, Horus is a traitor. And Dorn was like, don't you fucking talk shit about my brother. And Dorn beat the fuck out of him. And Dorn was like, I'll give you a chance to say you're sorry for disrespecting my brother. And the guy was like, are you fucking blind, Dorn? He beat him up more, but he didn't die. And eventually they're like, hey, no, wait, calm down. He's right. And also he brought a bunch of useful information. So, which I think it's pretty badass to get a beating by Dorn and live. Which was why Malkador was probably like, yeah, no, you're a good choice. If you can take a beating and not like pussy out, like he could have gave up and been like, no, you're right, sorry, I'm gonna live on a penance crusade, and just shut my mouth. But nah, he was like, fuck you, Dorn, doing it wrong. Get a little bit more paint. Trying to behave. Me. Yeah, there's a lot of people getting shoved into walls in 40K. A lot of times you could do that. Well, the funny thing is, like, they don't want to delete the Votann drives because it's like, one, would you want to delete your ancestors out of heaven? And 2, would you trust yourself to not only purposely delete the correct people from heaven, but also, like, not totally break heaven? And it's not just heaven. It's also, like, they guide your entire base. They make all the decisions. It's just that because they're so full of junk data and they're so old, that sometimes those decisions will take, like, a decade to happen. We're like, what should we do, great and mighty Votann? And they just wait for it to fucking, like dial-up internet get back to them. Metal, yeah. Yeah. So there's that, and then there's also the fact that the Night Lords took an entire like city, planet, and embedded them in a wall, including not like very explicitly. Talos said, "Damn, they covered concrete. They covered that baby with concrete. I wonder if it was aware that like because he's a Night Lord, and even though he's like the protagonist Night Lord, he's still a Night Lord. He's kind of like, I wonder if that baby is aware that by becoming part of the walls of this hollowed chamber, that its life is more important than anything it could have ever achieved while it was alive, even if it grew up." Which is like, damn. Oh, I know the Iron Warrior you're talking about, the one that like seared his own face so his was fused to his mask. I don't remember that dude's name, but yeah, no, the most loyalist Night Lord. I think that one was even complimented by Gilliman. It was like, damn, you boss. You're pretty legit, my guy. Yeah, I think maybe it was Dantioch then. Like, dropped a bunch of bombs on some places and seemed like a fun lad. What the fuck happened there? Fine. I imagine once I'm done with this, once we're done for about an hour and a half of trim, I'm gonna go back with some red and do some touch-ups. Because like that will bother me far more than any other. Like, would I like to work on some of the other details? Yeah, should I? No. There we go. Oh yeah, no, Night Lords have barely changed. Like they're like to the point where even I do like that them. Oh, you gotta get his helmet too. All the traitor chapters basically butchered all the loyalists into ranks, and all the Night Lords were like, we don't need to do that. We're all on the same page. Fuck yeah. Let's just fuck them up. It did work, but it turns out people didn't like it when you clandestinely enter civilian populations and skin their leaders. Like, because that's what they would do. A planet would be like, we don't want to join the Imperium, or we're going to revolt. And they would send the Night Lords. And let's say this, they're traitors now, absolutely. But like, when they were loyalists, they didn't particularly act any different. They were basically Night Lords from the get-go. But like, straight up, they would be somebody like, we are the king of Spaceland, and we will not do this. And then, so they basically would take the entire royal, like the Night Lords would infiltrate in the dead of night, bust into the royal palace, and was like, okay, we are going to torture the royal family for days, and we will broadcast it on every television channel and internet and any communication. Radio, it doesn't matter. Your toaster will broadcast this. We don't give a shit. And with the idea is that, like, after hearing your king get tortured for like a week, that you'll be like, no, we're good. The Emperor's cool. We're sorry. There we go. The Emperor's taking over Terra. So I haven't actually got to any of the real detail. I'm aware of the Siege of Terra as a really general idea. Like the fact that the Emperor's children were just rounding up people and turning them into drugs. And like the whole, like, you know, like Sanguinius going to fight Horus and stuff like that. Oh yeah, because Kurz wanted, like, back when he was trying to rule Nostromo, he's like, I want zero crime. And the way he did that is like, yeah, are you jaywalking? You are going to get flayed. The toast seems upset. Mother, why is the toaster crying? Oh, sweetie, don't listen to the toaster. And it's just like, oh god, the spikes. Oh no, not in my taint. I sit on my throne with that taint. And then it's just they're both sobbing next to their breakfast. Or was Walter White the whole time? Basically, yeah, I mean, that tracks. Says me, man who has never watched a single episode of Breaking Bad. I think I've walked in on people watching Breaking Bad, but I've never actually sat down and watched a whole episode of Breaking Bad front to back. Like, yeah, I would totally believe that the Night Lords have, like, you guys know those drain clingers, right? They're like drain snakes. They're like long little tubes and they're covered in like little hooks that you use to get like the hair out of your drains. I would totally believe that the Night Lords have a steel version that they use for special orifices. They're basically making the Inquisition look like, by the Inquisition I mean like the Spanish Inquisition look like fucking Blue's Clues. Yeah, you're welcome everyone for that mental image. Yeah, and then also like I also remember there was like straight up Perturaba was like, motherfucker, I helped us win this battle, but all my allies are going berserk or they're demons. What do I do here? What do I do here? Oh, yeah, I remember. God, when I was younger, I remember reading about that. Like that fish in the Amazon that like supposedly if you were to pee in the water, it would swim up your pee stream and go up your urethra. I'm sure a lot of that. I'm sure that was basically just like schoolyard tales. But like, god damn, did that freak me out as a child? I was like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Didn't know what's happening. Oh yeah. Yeah, the ocean was dry. Oh yeah, because yeah, I think all the oceans on Terra got fucked. Yeah, I think Night Lords did a pretty big, decent job during the sea. All the belts, I think. They actually did a legitimate lot of work. That's probably the name of the fish, and I'm sure it does get up your urethra, but I don't think it will like swim your piss. I'm pretty sure that was just like some like schoolyard shit. In the same way that was sad to find out that the Komodo dragon doesn't have a super like biological bite. Like I remember growing up and learned that like straight up the Komodo dragon's mouth was filled with bacteria that was just so potent that you would just die of septic shock. And then no, that was debunked. They just have venom. They just got regular venom, which is cool. Komodo dragons are still probably my favorite terrestrial animal. That's like living and real and whatnot. But no, they don't got Nurgle bite. They just got venom bite. Once again, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. But not as cool as just being super toxic. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Marvel, baby! How you doing? Yeah, I imagine they do jump. Yeah, there's probably like some, because like there's always like some truth to these like stupid like little schoolyard tales and whatnot. Even if some of it's just like my dad works at Nintendo, lies and slander, but like I do remember reading about that. It's funny because like I think body horror stuff is neat, but like I'm always like, oh god, if that was happening to me, it fucks me up, but also like I find it enjoyable to read about and stuff like that. The unicorn. Wait, oh no. Unicorn. Oh, hold on. Like a weird lumpy little spike. Or did I just? Oh, I just didn't get enough paint on. Any fucking little rabbi. Luckily, I think overall the spillage I've done is not that bad. Like I definitely did get some spillage in a lot of the stuff. Yeah, no, it's a real fish. I just assumed the schoolyard thing was swimming through piss, or up a stream of piss specifically. I was a child. We used to swim both upstream in the piss store. I don't even know where I'm going with that. How you doing, Rookie? How you doing? Welcome. Put it sit around like in a horror movie. Oh god, yeah, no. All living things are orgasm robots. I don't think so. I think you can do more than just come in this life. Like you can paint minis. How you doing? How you doing? I do want to read The Betrayer though, because it's got my boy Argel Tall in it, and also he befriends Karn, which is a weird combination of words. So I'm curious how that actually pans out. I'm sure some of this is like a little bit of exaggeration, but probably not that much. I can't see. Oh shit, we got ad break. Let's go. Oh god, they go up to Kloakov. Oh god, maybe that's where the rumor started, where it just kind of escalated from goes up fish Kloaka to will go up your fucking urethra, which is not great, which is not fantastic. Imagine Karn standing behind Erebus and being like, you're too taller than him, and then waiting for the around like in a movie. Did you mean like Erebus being scary? I mean Erebus is a scary guy. I'm misinterpreting what you were asking for. Yeah, our rainforests are safe. Our rainforests need help. All rainforests need help from us, or from the. I mean, I'm not a Hummins, but I'll put myself in that pile, you know. Of skin aware. Oh yeah, no. I mean, Night Lords do that a lot, but I can't say that's a Night Lords exclusive thing. Like, Fabius Bile has a cape made of skin, and sometimes Fabius Bile will actually skin somebody and then keep them alive without their skin. Hold on. Organic robots. Oh, fuck! Oh, I misread that. I totally misread that. Okay. We were talking about piss and stuff like that, so I thought you were doing like a boner joke. Never mind. Wow, okay, I totally read that like incredibly wrong, like the wrongest ever. This is fine. But Fabius Bile will skin someone and then make them carry around their own skin that's in his cloak. and like in the Night Lord's trilogy, which is like, I'm gonna be saying that a lot until that's done. Like, cause like so far that's the most 40k books I've read is them. I mean, those exist. You could buy those. You could buy those to some degree. They won't be like in the hit David Cage thing, Detroit. I've never played a David Cage game before. Part of me kind of wants to at least once, because from my understanding, they are trash of the highest order. And you guys know every now and then I do enjoy some trash. I do enjoy me some hot garbage. People make your own. Oh yeah, yes, because the Daemonculaba would skin like they would basically put a guy in there, and then they would come out without skin. So they were just had like slaves that they would stretch their skin to be Space Marine size, so they could climb inside the skin like a onesie. Yeah, there's a lot of skin wearing in 40k. You just kind of got to do that, you know. Nothing like, even, I mean, if you think about it, even the Imperium, it's not skin wearing, but they do carry skulls around on their armor. 40k is very much like wear your dead foes on you for maximum fear. Oh, that's got way too watery. He is fabulous, Bile. I mean, he do be styling. He do be styling. Mind you, he looks like a weird old man, but also he's been around for a while. You live for 10,000 years, well, longer than 10,000 years, because he was alive during the heresy. He's got that age on him, and he's got that like initial, because like the Emperor's children had like a weird degenerating disease where they would like fall apart, and he's still got that. I don't think his clones ever got rid of that. Oh, you know, Erebus is super fun because yeah, Erebus is. I want to pay Erebus. I think if I do crack and spend money on any like stupid expensive Forge World models, I kind of want to get Erebus because one, you get him and Corphayron, but also where am I going with it? You get him and Corphayron. Oh, I got around this gate. But also you get he does a lot of cool stuff for like summoning demons and whatnot if you want to ally demons. Also, Strek01, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop, and you really need. Fuck yeah, I'm glad you need word bearer content because I'm here for it. He cloned Fulgrim. He might have cloned Horus too. He's cloned a lot of people. I know he gave a clone of Fulgrim to Trazen in exchange for a shitload of gene seed. I do know that happened. Oh yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Coslex? How you doing? Was born on Terra. Oh yeah, he's been around for a hot minute. What a lad. Made a Fulgrim clone. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, gave him to Trazen because the clone was like rebelling. And he got a bunch of Emperor's Children gene seed. He got a good deal actually. It's called Bile. He's fabulous because he's like he thinks the Chaos Gods are just like weird space anomalies, and he doesn't worship them, even though he's one of the most Slanesh-coded people that has ever lived. He constantly is in pursuit of perfection, and he does horrible atrocities in the name of that perfection. And Slanesh or some entity claiming to be Slanesh is like, my dude, my guy. You've done shit that make us go, what the fuck, my man. You guys do it. I think, yeah, he tried to make him normal, but there's also, I remember a bit where he like, I think Fulgrim asked him to make clones of somebody. No, I think Bile was asked to make clones of Ferrus Manus to see if there was ever a time that like Fulgrim could have convinced him differently as well. To be like, was there ever a way I could convince him to join Chaos? And every time the clone was like, haha, you're dumb. Yeah, I don't think he's wrong. Like, it's one of those things, like the Chaos Gods, I mean, it gets back into 40k is very much the semantics of what is a god. Like, wow, okay, yeah, no, they're not really gods. They're just super powerful space entities that do miracles and do a bunch of shit. It's kind of like what Erebus, Lorgar and the Emperor, where the Emperor's like, I'm not a god. They're like, you are? I know because you're the Emperor, you won't admit it, but like, come on, my guy. You're doing every divine thing without needing to be like taught how to do it. What are you talking about? Uh-oh, hold on. I might have discovered bonus trim. Now, there's like a little bit of bonus trim by the fist. Yeah, fuck. Look at the book. Okay, whatever. Let me do it in this order. How you doing, Bobby? Abigail's a great movie. I've not heard of it. Then again, I don't really watch movies these days. I love my dad. Clone Pilgrim shoved in Bile was like bad. He's like, no, stop that. Cut that out. Cut that out. He loves Zardoz. Oh yeah, I think Zardoz is the movie we're gonna watch next in the Halcord this week. I've been talking about it for literal years. I think it's time. I think it's time we finally watch Zardoz. I shouldn't. I'd have no reason to put it off any longer. Holy, got a little bit too. It's fine. You ever think? No, I don't think so. Realistically, if I had to guess, I think a lot of the killing Slaanesh in Age of Sigmar was more that, like, I think they were wanting to get a proper Slaanesh mortal line ready to go, and it wasn't. So there's like, oh, Slaanesh isn't a thing. Wow. Once again, you got to remember that a lot of the lore is mostly there to justify model bullshit. So I'm firmly of the belief that that's what was happening. Is making him a god. Oh, I would believe that too, yeah. Isn't there, I don't know if this is a fan rumor, but I've heard like a fan rumor thing that there are now enough Tau auxiliaries that are human and or just not Tau, who have generally like weak souls, that a manifestation of the greater good as like some, if not maybe even a full god, but as like a warp entity is beginning to form. I've heard that and I have no source on it, so don't take that as gospel truth or anything. Yeah, that's true. They get the Emperor should want to get, but then again, I don't know. What when you get to like the whole like Dark Emperor thing during the thing too, it gets weird as well. That one, oh yeah, Drago. No, he just killed a fucking not Great Uncling one, a Keeper of Secrets, I think. He's got that sword that kills everything. See, I don't think they want to get rid of the Boob God because they would have got rid of the Boob Snake. You can still buy the Boob Snake, last I checked. If they wanted to, they would have done it by now. Like, during Age of Sigmar, if they were like, we no longer want Boob Snake Slaanesh, they could have gotten rid of that. They absolutely could have gotten rid of that. They didn't. So, and like, that was during the time where they slashed and burned a lot. So like in the middle of making Age of Sigmar First Edition, which was a terrible, terrible move. I like Age of Sigmar now, but like First Edition was legitimately a crime. It made everyone. I think it was such a bad edition. It's why like it has been set in some people's minds that I'm just gonna hate Age of Sigmar forever now. I'm just gonna hate it forever, and that's just what it's gonna be like. How you doing, Otonia? Lorgar did nothing wrong. No, Lorgar did. I like Lorgar. I'm currently painting Word Bearers. I'm enjoying the fuck out of Word Bearers. He did a lot wrong. I think, but like, I say it in the same way that like Magnus did things wrong, as in like, Lorgar didn't have a chance. He was giving poor information. He legitimately he didn't want to be a soldier. He just wanted to be a fucking like priest dude. And the Emperor was like, no, you must kill. And he's like, but father, I want to be an artisan. Then some shit evaporated during some Chaos Space Marine. Oh, I do remember there was a time that the Tau did think they killed Slaanesh. I think of that a lot because they just killed a Keeper of Secrets. I think that's fun. But yeah, I don't know about that. Person fucking exploded. That's how you doing, Tundra Gusher? How you doing? How you doing? No, he would have to ask for that. Listen. If like there are, I would say most of the Primarchs are on the spectrum. If we're gonna be honest, if we're objectively gonna look at the Primarchs, I think you could basically take most of them and put them somewhere on there. I think the list of the ones who probably aren't are like the Khan, I mean. Maybe? No, Corax. Corax was pretty good. Corvus Corax was a good dad in a way that the Emperor never was. He got the drippy mutated boys from Alpha Legion bullshit, and he was like, you're still my sons and I love you. And we're gonna make this work until he had to kill them. But like, I mean, he didn't want to kill them. That was an issue, but like that was out of his hands. And the Khan was easily one of the most based Primarchs. As somebody who does nothing but chaos stuff, the Khan was the legitimately rad dude. How you doing, son? How you doing? You kept looking into the camera. Just everyone just like look into there. Hmm. He just wanted, but no, it was but like Perturabo had minis. Because there was a little bit where Perturabo, I forget where it was at. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. A lot of my information does come from Adric, because I'm doing my part. I'm reading stuff, but it's very slow, and it's very easy just to put an hour-long podcast, because I do podcast is legitimately one of my favorite forms of media. I would love to do a podcast, but I would need to find someone else to be in it, and I would need to be really, really sure we vibe. It's like Ice Pirates, yeah, quality media like Ice Pirates. Ice Pirates was a movie. I didn't hate it. It was dumb fun out of 10, but I do think it could have been something special if they gave. Like, there's a lot of movies that I think are doomed where they just could have never been good. I feel like that one could have been fine. Word Bear's got some good. Apparently, there's also a really good Word Bears trilogy about a guy named Marduk, who just ascends to become like a really high-ranking Word Bears guy, and I do want to read those at some point as well. Oh, I seen the Transformers one. Oh, my only real involvement with Transformers was Beast Wars growing up, but that's really about it. Beast Wars and watching the first Transformers movie in theaters when Transformers was a novelty to be in theaters. Oh, Transformers 1, actually, Transformers 1, the new one. I haven't seen it. I probably won't. I rarely go to theaters. Yeah, I heard Marduk is a real bastard, but, you guys already know that that's what I like. Hard to go back to, but you gotta understand, I love shit CGI, unironically. Shit CGI warms my fucking heart. It's super good. Also, I'm gonna turn up my AC a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna astral project. Hold on. Crank that motherfucker. Let's go. Let's fucking go. There we go. Re-entered my body. I do. I unironically really like Xavier Renegade Angel. I can't quote it because my brain is bad with normal quotes, and Xavier quotes will not stick in there. Because, the thing is, though, I found, a lot of people found Xavier Renegade Angel through clips because it's wild. I was a big fan of Wonder Chosen, which was their previous show, which was on MTV2, the MTV that most people didn't get. And I'm not saying that it's oh, I'm so cool, I had MTV2. But, the opposite. I had limited cable, somehow I had MTV2. I would watch a shitload of that, and, man, that is, it was trying to be the edgiest fucking, Sesame Street kind of thing. Which, that's a weird sell, because I think you get a lot of edgy Sesame Street stuff. I think edgy Sesame Street has been overdone, but, goddamn, did they do it right. They went fucking wild. How you doing, Charlie? It's, every 6 months or so, we explain, what's it called? Zardoz gets brought up, and I'm pretty much guaranteeing that this Thursday, for movie night, will be Zardoz. I think Zardoz is going to be the next big thing. Also, too, I found this guy. So a long time ago, in a weirdly prophetic thing. Check this out. This guy. I printed this motherfucker up, and I painted him red, and I gave him, gray fur. Now, the funny thing is, this was done months ago. Yeah, it's a Kitbash. The body was from Wilf Diverging Realm. I don't remember where the head and the claw came from. But, I made a word bear without realizing it. So one of these days I'm probably going to finish him up, because he would be a really great HQ unit. I think he'd be a banging HQ unit. He looks regal as shit. He's his hand on his sword, he's got his claw. He's having a fun time. Give him dark channeling so he's corrupted. Fuck yeah. How you doing, Atlas? How you doing, Watts HQ? It's high quality. Oh, the claw's from Bestiarum, yeah. His claw! There we go. One made Deadpool. Oh, I mean, yeah, honestly, I think I've seen basically, every pop culture character as a Space Marine, at least at some point in my life. Hell, there's fucking, Gura Carcharodon STLs you can get out there. There's a lot. There's a lot you can fucking do. Claw. Claws for crumping. I don't know why I decided to go orc for that, but whatever. Alright, so now here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be interesting because I airbrushed a lighter color onto black. I think I'm gonna need like my really thin for Marines. I could do that, honestly. That's something I thought would be kind of fun to paint a couple of like minis based off VTubers. I was like, I don't know. I think it'd be neat, but I wonder how long I would stick through that project. There we go. Yep, this is what's about. We're going in. Honestly, I'll probably be touching up a lot of red anyway. So this was just probably more like a matter of time. Gonna touch the fuck up out of this. Right now, I'm just going to get the little bits that overshot with silver. And then I'll probably hit that up again later. This is going to make it look like candy red, though, which is going to be kind of... There we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I was feeling like a little okay. Where it's like I overshot the trim in a couple of places, but it's like I just got to be a little careful now. Now that the trim is on there, I can kind of like tweak it. Some of the trim areas will also just like... Let's not get any on there. Be from the men from Carlisle. Carlisle. Fucking great game. What a fucking great game. I do need to print up that random. I do. I also got to print the Teletubbies. I think those Teletubbies would make really bitchin' statues. Which is what I want to do those. No, so the weird thing is, like, I'm okay with making like my own version of like the Zardoz, but I do if I oh that's still wet. That's still wet. Okay, let that dry a little bit, and I'll touch that up. Imagine a more horrifying sight. I wonder what it would be like to actually try to do what he did. Just like make a model and then just kind of like tweak it around a little bit for stop motion stuff. Stop motion stream reel. I wonder what he would even do for that. A long time ago, this is something that I would still like to do. I have a copy of the Lego Steven Spielberg Movie Maker software. I own the camera. The tricky thing is that, like, because it requires an ancient version of Windows, I would need to get like a Windows XP like virtual machine setup, which is probably not the worst. Clutch cargo. Oh yeah, no, all those mouse would be tricky. Yeah. Honestly, that would be kind of fun to see, like Space Marine stop motion animations, but you just see like the guys go like dut, 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 dut. For like a battle report where instead of, oh god, the thing is, so like battle reports already probably give all these guys a little bit of a time to dry. Oh god. Oh, I know what I'll do. We could work on... Oh, yeah, I know what we'll do. We'll work on this guy, the boy. So the problem is regular battle reports are already incredibly resource intensive. Like, there's a reason why a lot of battle report channels are kind of very, very scuff, or like in the good ones have dropped off. It requires a lot. It requires a lot of time. It requires a good studio with good lighting and good setup. So yeah, but yeah, this is a pit locust from Trench Crusade. What I'm doing is I fucked up the direction the fire's going. It's supposed to go get colder as it moves away from the center. So I'm actually going to fix that. I'm just going to fix that. I'm just painting over this red a little bit. It shouldn't be too bad. I already got red on my palette, so this will be easy enough. Yeah, for Trench Crusade. This is an official Trench Crusade model. It was sent to me by the Trench Crusade team, which is wild. Like, I cannot stress enough that, like, I'm just a little guy in the grand scheme of things. So just like when I was like, oh, I can't wait for that to be real. And then they're like, do you want to paint it? Do you want to paint it? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Yes, fuck yeah, I want to paint it on stream. It's like that, like, damn. Damn, let's go. He is very, very sick. Also, the tentacles are because the model, when I was priming it, it fell off the priming stick, broke, and the wing launched into my yard. I still haven't found it. I have gone digging for it just to see if I could find it for just like my own satisfaction at this point. It's far too late. It's far too late to reattach the wing. But I was like, I would kind of like it just to have it. But just a little bit. It's actually probably good. I think there's like a couple little black areas that I missed anyway. So this. Round of applause for the clap. Yay, the clap. Why? No. Wait, no, I just got the fucking... fucking nerd. Alright, then let's also do the feet real quick. The feet won't take much. I think once again, my heart leans to the horrible mutant drippy faction, the Black Grail. They're the ones I actually have a proper warband for. Like if somebody was like, yo, Hal, we're playing Trench Crusade now, I would need to readjust the points for the update that happened a while ago. But otherwise, Heretic Legion's also very good. I basically have a lot of models for most factions except for the Sultanate, which I like. I do like the Sultanate. I just don't own any like appropriate models for that. Okay, so he's got like a little bit of flesh around the sides. Also, just gonna paint them. We'll just get those. No, the Sultanate are great. I find so the Sultanate aesthetic is really, really cool, but because it's like I'm not like this isn't bad by any means, but like you can realistically make a new Antioch guy by taking a World War I model and like grimdarking it and Catholicing it up. Black Grail is incredibly easy. Like like even if you don't decide to use Warhammer, the idea of zombies and flies and demons very easy to find. The Sultanate has a mix of like really, really cool esoteric visuals and all the other bits of. I think some of his toe snap too. That's fine. So it's really, really hard. I had an idea for a warband where I used dinosaurs, kind of mixed with it. I just never really got super far with that idea other than printing those out. Well, that's Steve. Have yourself a nice time. Take it. Have a good night and take it easy, yo. Yeah, avenge your loss. I believe in you. I believe. I will continue to believe whether you win or lose. I will believe in you. Yeah, which is we should. You accumulate several good nickels by listening to my several high quality nickels, maybe even a dime, if we're feeling real fancy. Sick in the head. That's fair. But yeah, everybody's got brainworms positive and brainworms negative. But like, where am I going with this? But yeah. I think the Sultanate's cool. I would like some models. There's actually like I'm a little worried because I got a message on one of my Instagram posts. Not Instagram. It was on YouTube. There was like, hey, is there like are there Muslims in this game? And I'm assuming a lot of times people seem to it's 50-50 whether that's some person wanting to start shit. I felt like they were being earnest because they didn't say like anything that like immediately set off some alarm bells. And I know some people were like, whoa, shit, it's actually kind of cool. Like, because like Infinity and Trench Crusade are the only ones you really find like, I mean, historicals, you got some like Muslim factions too, but it's like, yeah, they're like pretty well done. Almost time for Chorefoot. God, I don't think I'm getting into Blood Bowl, physical Blood Bowl, but goddamn, those new Chorf models look fucking great. They're so good. I love those new ones. Al Capone had syphilis. God, yeah, no. Like, wasn't at the end of Al Capone's life, he was basically just like doing nothing but like pissing himself and just dying slowly? God, that's a syphilis as a disease sounds awful. Like the amount of shit that it does to you is fucked. The head, tomato, potato. Yeah, if you got holes anywhere in your body that aren't like the ones that nature gave you, or the ones that I can shapeshift, I guess. If you don't have those, if you have more than those, things are not looking good. Things are not looking good for you. I'll have to layer this up a little bit because this is very late change. Yeah, no, it's not great. Pale flesh over here. Oh, injection. I should have known. For some reason, I took you at face value. I was like, weird. I'm learning information today. Like, no. Yeah, negative 4 points. Negative 4 points on that one. There we go. All right, there we go. That's gonna dry now a bit. And then I am going to go back to the boys. I'm going back to the boys, and now that I believe all the various paints have dried. Stream got to I'm not doing I'm just doing points. Oh, hold on. Man, I just realized an idea. This might be dangerous, but this is a thing I can do. You know how there's like daily elf card points? Not those. I could rig up a system with Mix It Up Bot where I can make a redeem to give somebody points or add someone points. I would not mess with it. Like I would say that like you click that, you give someone points. And you remove points. Like that way, if someone tells a real bad pun, everybody could be like -2 points, and then you target a user, and then the user can keep track of their score. Hold on. Let me write this down. Orientation on Saturday. Oh, best of luck with that. Best of luck. Orientation stuff isn't. I will never have a redeem. Oh yeah, we've had Zardoz on here the whole time. Wait, thing break? Oh, why am I Vtuber? Oh, there we go. Pun point. Oh yeah, okay. I did a thing on my list, which was try out Lightroom. Hey, yeah. I've been mucking around with Lightroom for some. I've been mucking around with Lightroom for tweaking some photo stuff. It's really cool. I actually found out that you can use Lightroom for video. So like I can use it to I can like fix the lighting a little bit. I could be like, oh, the colors are a little too dark. I can brighten things up. It's really nice actually. It feels kind of weird because like I'm not photoshopping in a way to like remove like what's it called? Like I don't want the photoshopping to be better than my painting, but also like like when you're taking pictures of stuff, you want to tweak it so it looks nice. I'm looking into doing that a bit more. Now I don't use VIPs. I find that VIPs for me are handier to keep around for if I do like a game stream. That ways I can use VIP to show that like, yo, this is an active player. Oh, too thick. Some of these I'll probably have to hit up a couple of times. This is also gonna like add like a little bit of weird red to some stuff. Also, oh shit, I paint rats, and I'm gonna go. Oh. There you go. I'm gonna leave my apron on though, which is fun. You want the reason for a new rule? Are you really trying? Also fair point. Yeah, I put that in the hopper to maybe look into doing. I don't think it'd take a lot to implement. I need to double check though. I need to double check. Much better. I'll probably eventually like highlight with this red as well. Like you can kind of see. Okay, let me do a little bit of this red. So like it's weird because I really like this dark red, but I can't reproduce it because the dark red on this is just red over an airbrush. Like it's just airbrushed red over a black primer. Like I can also just put like a little bit of it on the like the raised areas. It will make it look generally better. Like you can kind of see that Nia has a little bit of color now. VIP vehemently into piss. I like backronyms. Backronyms are very, very fun. Backronyms always make me smile. That up and then get some new paint on here. Primer. I hardly. I'm just leaning to that now. That's the thing I'm going to need to set up for that though. Is I have to make it so nobody can actually give me net points. Like it's going to be an entirely rigged system. So if anyone tries to give me pun points, it'll just bounce off. Be like, I'm sorry, this user is unavailable. He is too powerful for. How's that, Black Roses? Have yourself a good night and take it. Have yourself a good. Oh, this is legitimately gonna be a stream where I like put on trim and then just touch it up. They're looking pretty. I have to say, as much as I'm like fuck trim, I hate trim. I keep playing armies with trim. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. Even like once I start doing clean ups, it looks very happy with this. A little. There we go. For a second, I thought you said just going to be a stream where I get on Trent. No, no, no. I'm all natural, baby. No dergs in this system, but plastic crack. Yeehaw. I didn't have that money. I'm sure I'll find a trim, like, issue. Oh, there we go. I was like, I'm sure I'll find another one, and it's just back here. Yep. Lad. Excellent. Yeah, I think, okay, I did an E-pad. Oh, oh, God, how did I miss that? I'm like, there's nothing weird with him, and I turned the angle, I'm like, oh no. Oh, no. I'm not jacked yet. 6 points from you, Del. See, that's kind of my thought, yeah, would be just to, like, yeah, if you try to do it for me. Or maybe, I don't know if I can do this, but it'd be funny if you tried to give me points and it just randomizes, like instead of hitting me, it just deflects and hits someone else and gives them points. Or removes points. I want it to be an entirely negative thing. Like I want people to have negative points more than positive points. Illegal narcotics, fuck yeah. For the sake of my lawyer, I will say that this is actually a bit of satire, and I am not currently pumped full of dergs. I gotcha. You are looking good. To set you aside. I also had this funny thing is like this wasn't super intentional, but like these guys can summon demons. So eventually, when I could just like drop this motherfucker out on the fields of the Horus Heresy, this is actually something I really like. The way Horus Heresy does demons. Horus Heresy doesn't exactly have like the 4 Chaos Gods. You got these like Aetheric Dominions because effectively they're like. They don't know what the fuck demons are in the Horus Heresy because the Emperor didn't say shit. So like they're trying to classify them as much as they can. But so instead of having like a Plague Bear, you'll have like a Demon Brute or a Demon Swarm or a Lesser Demon Swarm or Demon like Hierarch or something like that. Regal Demon Sovereign. And like you can give them abilities that like they don't quite make them. You do lose a little bit. Like they don't ever like. You can make one that's functionally a Nurgle, like, Great Uncling one. It will never have rules as unique as one. But that also means that because there's 12 of these, you can make stuff that's, like, not, like, kind of your own thing. Or, like, not just super, like, cut and dry 40k demons, which I really like. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of doing rules that style, where you just have, like, I really like just having, like, a base template, and then you just kind of stack stuff on top of it. I think that's nice. I'll be sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand and wearing a blue vest singing my mother town. I know how the song goes, like for some reason. Time for me, I'll be sitting at my desk with a gun in my hand wearing a bulletproof vest singing my how the time must fly when you know you're gonna die at the end of the night. Then ska noises. Ska noises started P3. There we go. It's hard for me to acapella ska for some reason. It's funny because I'm pretty sure there's a segment. I'm fairly certain there's a segment of that song where they actually just cut the instruments and it's just him going acapella. But whatever. Yeah, it's every now and then from the void, ska comes skanking back into my heart. I do like ska, unironically. It liking ska. I think is something that is like the great branding seal of uncle. Like it's like. Yeah, but still like ska. It's great. It's just like it's like punky fun with like you get all the instruments too. It's very nice. I said reasons that I like ska in like the dorkiest, most vanilla fucking way ever, but it's I stay behind it. Like I stand behind my reasoning. I don't give a shit. How the fuck did I get like fucking blast back up here? Fuck. Odd, but I'll take it. This guy wasn't so bad. I have to double check after. Every time I'm like, oh, I didn't work this up too bad, and then I look at the one angle where I'm like, oh god, no, I totally fucked that up. Totally blasted that shit. Cause white people mariachi. It's not. I wouldn't say it's that wrong, honestly. There's a similar vibe, but I'm fairly certain there's at least got to be one ska band with an active like mariachi music. I would legitimately not be surprised if that was true. Oh yeah, you get some good stuff. There's a lot. It was dorky in its inception and continues to be dorky, and I don't care. I love it. Yeah, I think basically eventually, I don't know if I'm going to paint these guys more next week. I'll probably, like I said, I'm probably on Wednesday just going to do a, Hal just works on shit that's on his desk, and I'm imagining these guys are 100% going to be on my desk. Where the goal, I mean, so I have 10 of these fucks, and they're not that complicated to finish. They take up a lot of desk real estate, but they look good in a pile. Like, hold on. Like, lads over. Here's my Minotaur boys. Like, even in this unfinished state, they look really good when you, like, lump them up. When you get that, like, infantry, like, unified... Like, once again, if you're ever, like, I feel like a mediocre painter, just paint a lot of dudes. They look great. Like, this guy's not even done. He's barely got anything. And he looks legit next to the rest of them. You get that magnified effect where, like, the more of an army you have painted, the better they'll look when put together. Like, I think the upper result of that is historicals. There are people that do legitimately good historical miniatures. Like, they do breathtaking little shots. There are historical painters that basically could not give a fuck and will just paint their Napoleonics in, like, base coats if they're lucky. Like they have never heard of too thin coats. They are putting, like, apple barrel paints on, like, 15 millimeter dudes. But, like, when you get, like, 100 of those guys, they look great because, A, you look at them from a distance, and B, like, it just looks nice to see a whole cohesive army. Like, even these guys, they're not done by any means. Look at them. Look at them in a squad. Like, if you didn't squint too hard and didn't notice the details, you'd be like, oh, damn, nice. Look at them. So, yeah, this is like another, like, newbie tip where you're like, I don't think I'm very good and I hate my painting. Just paint a lot. Just paint a lot of infantry. You'll be pleasantly surprised when you stack your dudes next to each other. Even if in your eyes the paint job is incredibly mediocre or bad even, which I don't think it's going to be as bad as you think it. They will look great together. You get that full army effect, and it's going to be fucking baller. You'll have a fun time. Oh yeah, this is a guy I had a little bit of error over here. But yeah, by the same token, though, there's also 10 of them on my desk. And God, they take up so much space. They take up so much space. I also have a bunch of Stormcast on my desk. And, well, okay, these guys aren't on my desk yet. I mean, I got a couple of the Hammer dudes on my desk. I got these guys primed. And they're looking... Like, the wing guys are kind of looking legit already. Like, I'm pretty happy with them. Like, all I really did was add a little bit more base stuff, so I got, like, a little broken church, and I got some little risers. I'm gonna eventually put candles and then dirt texture on top of that so that the candles sit well. But, like, the alternate helmet's gonna be good, and I'm gonna paint them to look like this color scheme. So, if I don't get them done on Wednesday, I might legitimately do, like, Stormcast on Sunday. Because I think Saturday... And, like... 90% down for doing a itch.io charity grab bag extravaganza. I saw the one. The cause on this one's really sweet too. They're doing a big event to make dice for people who are blind. It's like, honestly, if you're blind, tabletop RPGs fuck super hard. A lot of it can be theater of the mind. I don't know. A lot of games aren't made for Braille, but I know at the very least, I think D&D made an active Braille copy that you can get. which is very good. I will give credit where credit's due. That's a good thing to do. I will shit talk Wizard of the Coast, but if they still maintain their Braille copies, that's pretty baller. And it's like I said, that's a good cause. It's $10 and I get content. The only thing I'm bummed about is that there's a lot more AI garbage in there. Like, once again, a lot of these were game jams, and I can kind of understand using AI art for a game jam game that you don't give a fuck about. But it's like, man, if you're even if this game is a fraction of a bundle, that still just like feels bad to me. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'll be doing that. Oh yeah, you're 5 mil. Oh, honestly, 50mm is like a whole scale I have not fucked with. I'm firmly in the 28 to 32mm. Mostly just because I play a lot of games in that scale, so it's kind of nice to move shit around. And but I do see those like big armies, and I'm like, they do got a certain je ne sais quoi of, once again, of just like a bunch of dudes. Oh, also too, what's up, Jedi? Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Holy shit! Next month, 3 years. Let's go. How you doing? I'm doing good. I am still working on my word bearers. It is big happening. It is big happening. Oh. I am currently correcting trim, and it's honestly the trim fixing has been going pretty good. I was a little worried about this. How you doing, Iron Spoon? How you doing? Welcome. Oh yeah, no, this one's got the fucked up trim. Also, Anonymous, thank you for giving Jay a sub as well. Thank you. Oh, these are mid heresy. These are because like pre-heresy word bearers are actually gray. That's something I didn't really realize until I was started reading into the first heretic and stuff like that. All of them were just originally gray, and then because like they basically based the red off of the Gal Vorback, which are sort of like the first they're the first possessed Chaos Space Marine. They're the very, very first ones in history. And they were actually like a really good symbiosis of the two. Like for the most part, they were all fucked up, but they also like were relatively stable. I'm still debating whether I want to try some inscriptions. I did look for a silver. Oh, my camera froze. I was looking for a silver micron pen, and I didn't find any. So I don't know if I want to risk doing silver inscriptions without one. So like, I don't know. What's up, Rex Ivan? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. My camera is frozen, and I'm trying to fix it. It'll be real quick. There we go. God, I probably just need to reset my PC or something. But how you doing? If you do not know me, I'm Habernut the Mimic Elf. I'm miniature painting VTuber, the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Yeah, part of me is thinking that, like, I want these to look good, don't get me wrong, but I do want these to be done. I want to get to the point where, in theory, I could roll up to my shop for a Horus Heresy day and be like, yo, I would like to Horus some heresies, please. In the name of the Pantheon, chip, what. I do know that there's like a lot of like really nice for other units though. I actually did find some cool stuff for that. Hold on. Get this little bit over. Shut up, touch you up. Like I've seen you multiple times in Wood Elf form. Ah, gotcha. No, that's totally fair. It comes and goes. So I keep the elf form most of the time because it's, it's more palatable, but people redeem it. How you doing? Yeah, I'm currently painting some word bearers. Good. I'm working on the whole Terminator squad, and they're doing reasonably legit. I also still have 5 more Terminators to do at some point, but I found out you can make these like Terminator command squads that have like really bitchin' swords. So I'm probably going to go for that whenever I decide. Hey, how you doing? Person of culture. Hey, let's go. I think for the most part, all my viewers are people of culture. It's you follow and view me, so that's like already a sign of taste. But also, like generally, I don't think anyone's had like any real bad opinions. I'd be like, I need to launch you into the fucking sun. I run into those occasionally, but like honestly, not that much recently. It's been like walking on sunshine levels of just like quality nonsense. And usually the people that I need to ban are just straight up bots. And Saribot takes care of them for me now. Because Sari's got a list of like obvious scammer bots, so I don't even have to do fucking. I get a little bit into that silver. But yeah, I've been painting trim and cleaning trim for about hours now. Less of the J. I didn't. I tried that one. That was like unironically awful. One bottle of water destroyed. I drink so much water for VTubing. It's great. I am very hydrated. Super hydrated. Super duper hydrated. Feels fantastic. All right, let's go back to the boy. Let's go back to the boy. I guess after I get all these, if I can get the... No, these were just dark gray, and the other one, the other like little, these little bits were like a mix. Okay. I don't remember my recipes. Oh yeah, I should paint at least a little bit on the sword too. Okay, we'll try to get the sword a little bit. So, for stuff. First person pronounce my name right. The first try. It's weird. I will mispronounce an incredibly easy name. I'll just absolutely fucking flub it. Eat shit immediately. Other times I will take the weirdest fucking name and just get the first try. I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's just magic, I guess. Elven Whimsy. This guy's like going on. Luckily we can fix that. Get a little another. I've basically been like coasting on using pretty much one drop of paint for all these little touch-up bits. Probably need to hit up some more. I'm going not using that much paint. There we go. There we go. Yeah, they're like, it's weird because I also do have a thing where it's like I do run some war games where I have minis that just aren't done because I want to try. Like my Relic Blade team has not been painted at all. They're not even primed. God, it's been really fun. Also, how you doing, ASM main? How you doing? What can I have out of the basement, please? No, I'm sorry. Get back to your cage. That was a dumb joke. How you doing? How you doing? Currently working on some word bears. It's going really legit. Just like little tiny bits off to the side. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, but yeah, the Relic... Also, the cool thing about Relic Blade is like... So, I've been wanting to do one of these for a long time. And I've never been able to get it off the ground. A narrative wargaming campaign. Like, you know, like how you can do ones where it's like the units will like take damage and get upgrades over the course of several games. We're doing it with Relic Blade. It's really cool. You get your own little settlement and you can put various like crafter people in there to handle upgrades. And you can, like, your guys can learn skills between fights and, like, get, like, nothing that's going to set the wargaming world on fire, but I've never gotten a chance to do it. Hesians. There we go. But yeah, let's go. I also feel like, even though I got it right the first time, I'd probably fuck it up on the regs, too. I was young and cringe. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I think, like, once you get a Twitch name, you're going to be at least a little bit cringe, but it comes with the territory. It's... Another really fucking up. Oh, there's some more trim over there. Like 13. Oh god. A narrative. I know some people near me that do a Horus Heresy narrative campaign. And ooh, like, for some reason, whenever there's one of those locally, it's always like, oh yeah, we're on like month like 3 out of like 4. So it's too late, but maybe next time you could join in, and I just never do. I just miss it. Also, Slowcasting, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? I'm painting word bears because they were objectively right. Nope. I'm so very much that the word bears did a lot of shit wrong. They did a lot of shit wrong. They this is minor spoilers, but just like, I need to emphasize how wrong shit they did. They sacrificed a fucking Custodes to chaos. And it's like, the whole time I was like, damn, yo, let's fucking go. Like, the setup seemed very obvious. Like, I don't think, like, in the course of the book, I wasn't too surprised when it happened. But I was just kind of like, damn, the audacity of these motherfuckers. Good for you. Average Tuesday in Warhammer. I mean, yeah, I guess that's not... yes and no to a certain degree. All right, let's do... Since I got a little bit more silver, I got a lot of silver on my palette. I should do that. I'm going to make a sword silver. That'll be a fun detail. Nice silvery blade. I can paint my rats anytime. What the fuck? How you doing, though? How you doing? I got my own rats to paint. I got so many Skaven to paint. God damn. I'm still waiting for the mood to strike me before I begin the long and arduous journey of batch painting 40 clan rats from the box. It will be fun, and I have some ideas for how to kind of speed it up, but I still need to do that. That's a thing that needs to happen. Maybe that will be a streamer, just like how speed paints a bunch of clan rats. Whether you have to pick up line actually worked. I'm sure that would work for someone. People are varied and funny out there. I imagine if you did it, if the mood was right and you had the right level of confidence. I always react very silly though, because it's a very funny thing to do to a funny VTuber man on the interwebs. So I think my response is appropriate. But yeah, someone out there that might activate their almonds. You never know. You never know. Oh, that Space Marine. Oh, thank you. I'm getting decent progress, but I still have quite a bit to go for these. Their almonds activated. Fuck yeah, let's go. I love saying almonds activated. Also, we ran out of what's it called? We ran out of Legend of Mana, and it immediately went to the Children of the Omnissiah Extended. And you know what? I'm okay for that. We can listen to Children of the Omnissiah for like the last 15 minutes of painting. I'm not cool with that. Passive risk score. What fucking game are we playing? I do find it funny that there was like some people still do this. They'll try to make like a comeliness score for D&D, which I find incredibly funny. Pistachios activated. Pistachios parboiled. Let's go. Looking for my white. I organized my paints, and now the one paint that I need to find, I can't. There it is. Exactly what I want to. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I did. This has been many years ago, but I did have a. I know I'm a filthy used goods, but like my longest relationship started because the person I would eventually date was wearing a sombrero. She fell on her ass, and I laughed at her. Boom, 2.5-year relationship. And I'm like, that happens sometimes. It's funny because like that means I have no idea how to approach someone and be like, would you like to date? Yes. I have no idea. I have no idea how you do that. Like, really, anyway. Fatal's one with anal circumference. Yeah. I mean, I'm also the same person that had a pleasant conversation with a lady at the bookstore about the book of erotic fantasy. So I don't know. I don't know what my passive riz is. It's bizarre. It's an aberration. Whatever I'm doing it just happens, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it just do be like that. It's very funny, though. Right. We're going to paint whites on here just a little bit because I really like this white, and I'm going to eventually layer this with green. I think I got a little bit of red in here, which I want everything to look kind of like warpish. So in my brain, warp would be best represented by green. I'm just gonna get Proacryl white on here, and I'll do it. It was a used bookstore because, like, for context on that, told this a while ago. That's fine. They had a used copy of the book Erotic Fantasy, which is a rare 3.5 D&D book. It's a third-party one, but it's still like a collector's item. And I was like, I don't have a physical copy of that. How much was it? And they're like, it's $180. And I was like, ooh, that's like it was a good deal. But I was like, I don't quite have that money available at the moment. So but I had to ask the lady behind the counter to get it out for me so I could price check it because it was like behind a glass counter. They just didn't have the price available. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do some regular shopping. And then what happened though is that at the counter she's like, so so what's up with that book? Like I was confused when we put it behind the counter because like I was like, this is weird. And like she knew about D&D, but she didn't know why. And then I just told her. I was like, this is what's up with it. She's like, oh, nice, hell yeah. I mean, she worked at a bookstore, so it's not. She was kind of primed for that sort of conversation, but still, I know a lot of romance novels is porn. I know that. I understand that. Listen, you don't have to tell me about romance novels being porn. I know. Yeah, that happens sometimes when like somebody like a relationship is like, yeah, I'm just gay, and then you're like, oh, ain't that some shit? And then everyone's just like, and then they move on. Well, I don't think she was asking whether it was porn. She was asking, like, why is this porn compatible with Dungeons and Dragons and also, like, expensive? That's a reasonable question, because you're like, why is it like that? That's odd. Why is porn expensive? Because normally porn's not expensive unless you commission it. Like, the general concept of porn on the internet is, like, porn is free unless you want it, like, custom. Which I think you should. I think you should pay artists for porn. They do a lot of hard work. I have not commissioned artists for porn though, but I just not for like a moral reason. I just haven't had a good reason to. I guess I've never been like, time for porn. I'm feeling it. I think it's also because I do have like a weird modesty streak a little bit in my brain. There we go. We got the sword white. Gonna be drying a bit, lads. I don't want to do it to lads before the night. Oh yeah, I should just do a little bit more on like the little flippy, little. Yeah, let's use a scientific term, the flippy flappies. But oh yeah, 100%. No, yeah, the like written erotica tends to be popular with women. I mean, this isn't a universal thing. Not saying dudes can't like it, but like overall, it does skew that way. And it's like, you know, it's pretty nice. I get it. I can understand, especially like if you're going like the fan fiction route, so you can really get like a specific character you want, get it really set the scene, really tweak it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you could like armchair psychoanalyze it. I'm sure there's a reason, but like, I just accepted it because I had a lot of Fujoshi friends growing up, so I was like, hey, look at. I don't think they were actively looking for smut, but they invited me to communities where people that were. So I was like, oh yeah, I know what you're into. I know what you're into. You sick fucks. No, they were nice. They were nice people. My Fujo friends were nice people, even if one of them did try to ship me with another friend of mine in The Sims. Otherwise, lovely individuals. Ad pause. Actually, no, this is probably a good time to do it. They'll just let the ads go free because eventually they'll have enough extensions. I think all these just need another layer of green. Into just a rabbit ears. Oh god, I do remember that. We're coming in. Oh god. Oh, like the Spice Network. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Fujoshis are like. My experience is that Fujoshis are normal. Okay. Let me get a little bit more paint on this. Let me explain my logic. My logic on the sliding scale of blank Joshi kind of thing. Do this. I also need to double check. I need to double check one particular term. That's Himejoshi. I think I know what Himejoshi means. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, okay. So in my experience, there's effectively three Fujoshi. Not three Joshi. Three Joshi types. There's Himejoshi's the rarest. They are into Yuri. They're Yuri fans. And in my experience, they are the saddest. Not like morally sad, as in like some of these people are very desperate for content. Like they are not being fed. They are not being fed, which is why they're generally sweet people, but you're like they are not getting catered to. Fujoshi, I will say overall can get pretty wild. You know, Fujo goggles and whatnot, etc. In my experience, though, Yumejoshi are the ones that can really like the overall. I would say Fujoshi are kind of the wildest ones overall, but the a Yumejoshi, which is a dreaming girl, which is like a self shipper to a certain degree. those ones get fucking nuts at the highest end. Like, they're the ones that for like, especially once you get into the realm of corporate VTuber Yume Joshi, some of them can get real wild, like real, like dangerous to themselves and others wild. Fujoshi can get wild. They don't get that bad. Yeah, I never got into the Spice Network stuff. Like I was aware of it and through like, cause like comedians would make jokes about it, but that was just not really a thing where I was at. Fujoshi again are the type of women, or is women, because men are fudanshi. They're the ones that want to see anime dudes kiss. They're the ones that want to see anime dudes kiss. There we go. So yeah, they like, you get like shippers and stuff like that, and that's fine. But like I said, the upper end of Yume Joshi, the self shippers, the dreaming girls, they can get fucking nuclear. Yeah, I find it's funny because a lot of times I'm explaining these terms to people that come from the Warhammer side of things, and like, this is a whole world that they have no experience with, and I'm not like blaming you. Little dried paint. Oh no, it's probably like a base rock. I'm not blaming you. This is not a thing you're supposed to know. You can actually go your entire life and probably be better off for it not knowing these terms. But this is the culture I live in. And it's just very, very funny. The way that like I have become like here, hey, look, I'm painting a thing you recognize. Anyway, here's some weird knowledge. Yeah, some of those, I don't see some of the Hollow Stars Yume. Like I said, I think overall they're pretty sweet, but the ones that go crazy, like some of the like the high tier Vox Akuma stands that go like real bad. Like the ones that like if a male VTuber looks in the direction of a woman for 3 seconds, that kind of Yume Joshi sends her death threats, like that kind of thing. Like that is the dangerous kind of Yume Joshi. This point I would have made it all up. I couldn't make this up if I tried. This is a well-established thing. I wish I was this creative. Yeah, I was just like I don't know. I just kind of do my own thing on the internet. I'm maybe leaning harder into BFE would do it, good numbers or whatever. That's not really what I'm wanting to do. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, no, because you would get that like I think it's a bit less common now, but like convention era anime fans from like the early 2000s was like, oh my god, are you a gay? Glomps on you? Oh god, no, you just activated a memory. Oh god. There was a comic or a post or something where it was some who Joshi was like had a son and he's like, Mom, I'm gay. And then the mother's like, oh my god, giggle squee, oh, you gotta tell me about your boyfriend, and then you gotta like getting real weird with it. God, it was I don't know what I would use to look up that comic. Oh, but yeah, no, that was a Fujoshi mindset that I think has died down a little bit. I could be wrong. It's very, very, yeah, no, like, yeah. This is like peak yaoi paddle era, 100%, 100%. But like, this is one of those things too that I never really know if this kind of thing still happens or if it's gone underground, because like forums don't really exist. Something, yeah, I'm knowledgeable about this kind of stuff, yeah. An Elder Weeb, I do know Elder Weeb stuff. But like, a lot of these people probably still exist, but because like, previously, you would find them on, like, Tumblr or, like, live journals. I think they congregate, or, like, even forums, but now I think a lot of it's Discord-based, so we just don't see them. It's very possible that these people still are around. Like, I remember when Otherkin were a big thing. That was kind of a big trend where they're like, oh, I'm not actually a human. I am a fox born into the body of a human. That's why you should let me eat this gerbil. It wasn't quite like that, but, you know, some similar idea. They were, oh god, what was it? The Discord hidden cult. I'm sure definitely multiple cults operate on Discord. Easy. But yeah, no, that was kind of in that same era when people were like being, like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this. we're being more openly gay on the internet, as in like this is like prior to it being legalized. Where it's just like, yeah, we're on the internet together and we're having our own little thing. And like you had people that were just kind of like, oh, you're doing that? Time for me to get weird now. Trying to pass it off as like a legitimate thing. Slow casting, please. But like it was like I don't know. Like people used to clown on Otherkin a ton, and like did they die off? I don't know. Maybe some of them didn't leave Tumblr, and like you just don't check on that. Like there used to be people that would like make Tumblr blogs making fun of other people on Tumblr because like to a certain degree it's shooting fish in a barrel. There were legitimate bananas nutters on Tumblr that were very, very fun to make fun of because they were nutters in a way that's like I said, somebody who believes that they were a reincarnation of Shadow the Hedgehog. So like, yeah, that's free real estate for clowning. Like if you're on the interwebs and you're like, I was Shadow the Hedgehog in another life, everybody can kind of unite to get some goofs off. But like those people moved to Twitter, and then those kind of blogs died out and probably also moved to Twitter. I'm not in Otherkin Twitter. They maybe still exist. They probably do on there, but yeah. Because everything is both more centralized and less centralized, it's kind of hard because you would just get stuff from them just browsing the internet, and now you don't. So it's like, are they still around? Are they just in Discord or in the bowels of a Twitter ecosystem that I will never visit? It's just weird to think about sometimes. So it's interesting to think about where all these little subcultures have gone. Yeah. Tell me how interesting 4chan is. TG circa a couple years ago, yeah, I don't know. Now it's very tricky. Because everybody, oh God, TG's sad because everyone's just sad. And a lot of people who are on there are just people who said gamer words and got kicked off of Reddit. So now they're just the same person, but they're... like you would get cool stuff coming from there, like Engine Heart, a couple of RPG translations. Really, really cool shit. Yeah, I've posted minis on Reddit. That's about my only real experience. Like because like there's, as a guy who paints minis, it's like I should probably post something there. So I posted minis there a couple of times, but like, I don't know, I've never gotten it for like posting. But yeah, no, it's just kind of sad. There's a lot of different reasons why it's just a worse place now. Mass like user kind of immigration during the elections. Mobile phone posting means that like so many people can get online, and also it's incredibly easy to dodge a ban now. Like you could just on that website, you could just like jiggle your router a little bit effectively, or just get on a VPN. There you have ways to get around it. The eternal summer is real, and it just sucks. It's not all bad, but goddamn, it's a fucking bummer. Public school. Yeah, exactly. It used to have that a little bit. I mean, you would also go to places, like, there were people that were like, yeah, I remember, bummer, goddamn, you're not wrong, but still. But there was like there's places on the internet that probably still exist. I remember there was like a weird British forum where people would just get together and just like huff car exhaust because it gave them big bone. And like that was still isolated. No one was going to that fucking, like, it was like some spun up forum that like anyone could really do. Like that I don't really, I wouldn't have ever found on my own. But like otherwise you would kind of get that like public group. But yeah, no, that's basically, I guess now the public forum is Twitter, really. And at least for me, I specifically curtail my Twitter so that I only see stuff I like, because a lot of Twitter's awful and I hate it. How you doing, Cole? How you doing? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Honestly, the Brutalis Dreadnought fucks really hard. I only have the... God, which Dreadnought did I... I just have the Leviathan Dreadnought, and it turned out pretty nice. But yeah, no, TG used to be good. Sometimes it can be good again, but it's... The highs are fewer and far between, and you have to wade through a lot of shit. Yeah, that be old man yells at the internet. Yippee! Let's go. There was Jay. It's very, very funny you mentioned that. There was a period every so often when like a website gets bad, like, I know Newgrounds was offering like a haven for, it's like a lot of not safe for work art would get just like blasted off of Twitter, just for no real reason. Between that and there's a couple of other weird Twitter policies. I know that like every now and then Newgrounds does get people going to Newgrounds for like to like really just to use it as like an art community, because like they're less trigger happy than a lot of other websites, because a lot of other websites will just be like, I don't like what you do, goodbye. And like you can do everything above the board. You're like, I only draw MILFs, I only draw above 40-year-old women just standing by themselves naked, like no one else is involved. This is the most wholesome, does not involve anything questionable at all, but it's still not safe for work. Some people would just get their accounts just fucking one day, they'd wake up and be like, you're gone. It's like, damn. And so I think Newgrounds was for a while trying to be like, I don't think it was like a greedy move, because I just don't think Newgrounds is run that way. I don't know how Newgrounds manages to stay up. I imagine they get some money. Give me, listen, it's the internet. You can find milfy woman anywhere. This is the content I'm describing exists in massive quantities. I'm not just talking about the bonks. I mean, like, legitimately the most. But yeah, you got Newgrounds for that, technically. Yeah, you mean Delphs? Yeah, no, Delphs exist. Delphs absolutely exist. That's a totally easy thing you can find on the interwebs. 100%. On that. A little bit of silver pointed. Maybe a silver finger would be kind of fun, but nah. I was a little worried. I'm like, this is very bright, but I know it dries. Like that's a little bit of an anomaly. But like it dries relatively. Sounds kind of sad. She got robbed. There was that God, there was like what's her name? Or his name, sorry. I think because he drew a drawing of the sad lady. It was Moe. Moe Naomi did like a 30-year-old GIK lesbian. Like basically doing the same thing, describing her sad. She's like, she's got nothing going on in her life but having big bonks, and is just constantly getting scammed and is crying. God damn. You made a very potent target. People, you're gonna activate so many almonds. See. Oh shit. Okay, unfortunately, it's about to get time to get off for the night. But let me armpits. Let's look at that. I think I'm just going to use the exact same gray leather color to do the various, the little chunk of flat British spaceman ass that probably should have did that before I did like the tuck. Hey, and then this. Get off, I'll have them Newgrounds. Hey, there we go. Honestly, they could probably use the traffic. But yeah, let's go to the... Gotta lean over super hard because my camera setup is right the way of everything. Well, thank you for coming, everybody. I had a lot of fun. Schedule for next week is, I don't have it formally up, but here's the gist. I'm going to be finishing Space Marine 2. Now, I don't know how much Space Marine 2 I have, so I have a backup Warhammer game. And you know what? That's right, the one you've all been wanting me to play. The Legacy of Dorn, Herald of Oblivion. Yeah, I got a fucking key to it, even though that game's off Steam now, so that should be fun. That should fuck you. Get fucked. I actually did. So Dawn of War actually did get some updates. You can buy a Dawn of War collection with all the DLC for like $10. So that's a thing you can do now. So that's cool. And then besides that, and what else do I want? And then, sorry, on Wednesday, I'm going to be painting Turnip 28 Miku. In addition to that, she'll probably get done quick. And then afterwards, I will use this as an excuse to clean the ever-loving fuck out of my desk. So that should be fun. That should be fun. And then after that, the plan will be on Thursday to watch just one Miku and then other stuff on my desk. Then we'll be watching Zardoz. Not a Brazilian Miku, one singular Miku. I see what you're fucking doing. On Saturday, I will be... I'm probably going to be doing an itch.io bundle I'm probably going to be going through itch.io charity games, which are jank, so that should be fun. And on Sunday, I'll be painting some minis, maybe Stormcast. I got a bunch of Stormcast on my table. Oh yeah, so we're going to be doing that. YouTube people, I will be signing off on the YouTubes. Take it easy, YouTube's people. I need to learn how to raid. I'm actually getting numbers on YouTube that I need to learn how to raid. Well, thanks for coming on the YouTube people. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye, YouTube people. And who do I want to raid?